I thought that was pretty good.
All right, we're starting.
I'm going to do the hot cans line over again.
Shut up.
All right.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That was an old school intro that we got from Hitler's abortion. Jerry Shepardini. Fucking hate what Norton does.
That was an old one?
That's old one.
I like that one better than the
Do ya?
Yeah. I do. A little lengthy though, no? I got a wife to feed. I'll use Inagata Devita as our intro. Am I too hot? I feel like I'm hot.
You're hot.
Now I got nothing.
You got it all.
Oh boy. I'm getting a reputation for complaining on
That's all
podcasts.
you do. That's all you do.
I know. That's my new thing.
You're literally one of the nicest guys I've ever met, one of the
Thank
sweetest
you.
human beings, but you're also just a cunt.
Well, I'm from New England.
Yeah, you're literally both. Running parallel.
Well,
Kelly, introduce the room.
No problem. So we've got to my right, we've got the truth.
can I just say
Fresh.
it's so transparent that you don't know everyone's name when you ask Kelly. Bobby always introduces everyone. I'm very hot here. Bobby always introduces anyone unless there's somebody whose name he doesn't know. And then he very casually acts like it's Kelly's job every week.
We never met.
We've never met.
We met once.
Yep.
I know Oni. So yes, when we have new people on the show, I have Kelly introduced because she has all the names written down. Because so that's exactly. So yes, I'm not gonna fucking embarrass. I'm not gonna embarrass these people. Go, hey, what's your fucking name again?
That's your bit. What are you talking about?
That's my bit after we go in.
Kelly introducing me
I'm
is
very
better than Bobby
comfortable-
calling me Chief the whole time. So.
Chief.
Hey, sport. Over
Just
there.
that fucking dyke response.
Well, he calls you Chief because he thinks you're a Native American. How come?
No, you're sitting next to your wife, Oni.
Yeah.
Your fat squaw wife.
My parents would be happy. He's Cuban,
Yeah,
so it'd be good.
We both get along well.
Fucking Oni does look like a fat squaw.
You could be a Native American, yeah.
Oni looks like the wife that the chief would give you. That you're like, no, I'm good. You know, you just take the rugs.
You saved my daughter. Now I have this one.
I'm after you get cattle.
Right now it's becoming evident that Soder's not here because he would be doing a 9-minute Native American voice right now. I'm not trying to complain, but for the audience, I feel like I'm distorted. Am I crazy?
You're fucking nuts. Yes,
I think you're
yes,
both.
you're
My,
both.
All right.
my headphones are very loud.
Oh, you got a thing.
Do
here.
I
Yeah,
adjust my headphones?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we'll do it for you, you fatso. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
just like-
lean over.
Just like
it was me. It was me.
Oh,
Bobby.
sorry,
it
you
was me.
good-looking thin guy.
Yeah. Fuck you, thin guy.
Just like Kelly Festucci, you got some hot cans.
You can
Finger in the air.
Sorry.
For those of you who don't know, I did that joke right before we came on air.
So
Got more the second time.
let's
It wasn't bad. I got
lot
more.
more.
let's keep going, Kelly.
Okay, fresh from his very popular Tuesdays with Story podcast. Millions and millions of fans.
Only 780,000.
Thousands.
Who's counting? I guess they are.
Hey, Bob, they're talking a little shit on that podcast about us.
What were
They're
they saying?
going back at us.
On Joe's?
That episode's not out yet.
No, the one today.
What'd they say?
We didn't shit on the podcast today.
Yeah, you said
What'd
some
they
shit.
say? What'd they
there's
say?
He goes, there's a certain podcast downtown that's, giving us a little trouble.
That sounds like Matt Norman.
Oh, I
said
said
that.
you were getting flack. I had a good line on the.
What did you say?
live one we did.
What did you say?
Well, that one I think I just said that you guys are shitting on
What's
us.
the one you say? What did you
The
say?
live one I had a good one. Lewis did some crazy, filthy joke, and it got nothing. And he was like, "If this is the, you know what, dude," and I cut him off and said, "A bunch of people will be yelling over you." One zing! You guys do a full episode just shitting all over my show. We lost 900 followers,
Scopo brings it up like the
Yeah, but-
middle brother.
and
but
I do one zing, and you're upset.
What's 900 followers? That's that's not even a drop in the
It's- I
bucket
know-
to
I
your
know.
millions.
We don't even give a shit.
But Joe,
I am Mark Norman. This is my co-host Joe.
Hey,
Ah.
He's my co-host.
Joe List. We have millions and millions of fans. I've coordinated.
so we're very proud of you, Joe.
Thank you,
All
Kelly. I
great.
appreciate it.
Joe List, the truth. Okay. Now, to your right, you've never been on the show before, but
Never been
one
on
of
the
the
show.
co-hosts of the Fox Sports. Well, actually, we met in Australia.
We met
Jesus,
in
Kelly.
Australia.
We met in Australia.
He has no idea.
It doesn't really matter.
I remember that. We've chatted about it
Host
before.
of Fox Sports show, Crowd Goes Wild, Mike
Yes.
Kosta.
Hey, everybody.
Can we just
Thank you.
introduce him as it wants nothing to do with you, Kelly?
No.
All right, whatever
I know.
fucking thing you were trying to ball. We met in Australia. Shut the ugh.
We
Also,
met in Australia, and then we also re-met downstairs,
Yeah.
I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
And not at the Comedy Cellar, like on the street.
Yeah, and he couldn't be more
Like
unimpressed
for-
with me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did I act unimpressed? Are people supposed to act impressed?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
when
But I
you're from
kinda just
LA.
wanted to
I don't
catch you
understand
in-
that. What is he supposed
What's
to
impressed?
Yeah, what is he supposed to
Because
do?
I said, he acted unimpressed, and you went, yeah. What? Corporate. Oh,
But
what?
I don't
hey,
understand.
we met in Australia. Very impressive.
Wow.
It's a
I
long
don't,
flight.
Kelly. What is he supposed to do when he meets you on the
Nah, no.
street?
I don't know. I'm just trying to
But
make.
what does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
No, I could have recalled sooner that we had met. I think is probably what had happened.
Or you could have put it in
Most
there without a
likely,
condom.
I was on a 1-month tour there and by myself, and what that means is, in the third day, you're drunk for the rest of the month. So it's a very good chance that I met you. I maybe have been very, very drunk. So
Maybe
She
it
was too,
That-
probably.
Yeah,
that was
she
a
was-
fucking fast response. I love
It's
that cover
possible
up.
that you're too handsome to remember her. I mean, what's
That's
wrong with
possible.
that?
Yeah, is it possible
That's
that
the real reason.
you're
That's
way
possible.
better and you shouldn't remember her fucking ordinary face?
well, the other thing is that you're very non-memorable.
Oh boy.
How about, oh shit.
Kelly
How
does
about-
I'm
not
just kidding.
like when someone comes into her territory and zings.
No,
That's
no.
to warn you.
Kelly,
You got big
it is-
trouble coming.
It is very nice to see you again. Thank you for even researching my name, correct pronunciation, and something that I'm doing right now. So thank you for
Can
that.
I say this though? What's your name again?
Michael Costa is my name,
What?
Bobby.
See how it works in later, Joe. You fucking step on it.
Costa with a
But
K.
Michael,
Yes.
it might be you don't remember because when you saw her, she was 40 pounds lighter.
That's true. I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
Probably, yeah.
I think there's nothing better than making fun of women's weight in front of 7 other men. I think
No,
that's a great.
first of all, most of the men here are just fatties.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah, everybody in the left side of the room can make fun of her weight.
Okay.
That's how they tell me they love me. They're making fun of my weight.
Okay.
I
All right.
like Kelly heavy. I don't like thin Kelly. Thin
Okay.
Kelly makes me look sick, and I don't like it. And your gap is too big when you're thin. Anyways, keep going.
all of your gaps.
I don't know what
Alright,
that means, but let's move on.
Let's go. The space between your pussy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh,
I know.
Space between. It's a Dave Matthews thing.
I love
Let's
your
get to the
song.
Latina table.
On the couch.
Oh, Latino.
I always struggle saying your last name because I can't wrap my tongue around Spanish tongue. But I know it's Alexis Guerreros.
You could just say
But I can't.
Guerreros.
But you're the host
Oh
of
my
the Show
God,
Me
I
She
said
Bits
it.
podcast.
I said
Show me your
Alexis.
bits.
I said,
Show me your
guys,
bits
I just had a
podcast.
chest pain.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Is that because of my voice?
Do not stop the show. You
Okay.
keep it rolling.
Are you smelling toast?
Don't roll. Don't
that
roll
what it
your
is?
R's.
Yeah, if you smell toast, it's bad. Are
Or
you
taste-
smelling toast for real?
burnt hair.
Taste
Okay.
aluminum too.
That's also kind of a myth. But
Aluminum.
supposedly, if you smell aluminum and toast, could be a hard
Based
thing.
on an
Yeah.
episode of Sopranos, it's burnt hair.
Okay.
Also,
If you're
also-
smelling anything, I think that means.
Well, maybe if you're gonna double over in pain, maybe that's the fucking.
Could you just wait till after my intro to die?
Yes, I will. Go ahead.
Also, if you can move and it relieves the pain.
Introduce the fatter of the two.
Eskimo
He's
wife?
back. He's back.
Oni Perez.
he meant me, but
Thank you, everybody. You didn't mention the Hammer Fisting podcast that
No,
I host.
I'm not gonna mention
but
it if
that's all right.
Lewis isn't here.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I mean,
Fucking Kelly, you're fat and dumb. You're not funny. Why would you not do that?
Why
wouldn't you mention Hammer Fisting?
I was thinking of Lewis when you zinged Kelly. You went maybe you didn't recognize her because she's lost 400 pounds, which you got out without anyone losing their mind. Lewis would have been all over that.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a real.
nicely done. You want to explain how other things will
Joe,
happen?
the
Well,
showstopper list.
Showstop is good. Dum dum.
I know it's Tuesday, but it's not that Tuesday show. Speed it up. Let's go.
And then we got Chris Scopo on the cans.
Did you introduce?
I did.
Alexis
She did.
Guerreros.
I
Nice
did.
to meet you.
She didn't, did she?
I
She
did.
said it, but they were talking.
Like a half an intro.
Yeah, you got to introduce.
I got a podcast
he's-
called Show Me Your Bits.
Show me bits.
What is that?
I play a comics bit, and then we talk and we break it down.
That's kind of interesting.
I want you to be on it. That's why I'm I'm here.
That's very interesting. I like
Cool.
that.
Well, it's nice to have you here as well, and it's obviously you're here to have Bobby on your show. But
That's
I feel
it.
like it's nice that we get to hang out as well.
Ugh.
Cool.
That chair's so corporate.
I like the corporate,
I don't like
Michael.
the corporate. It
I'm not
stinks.
fucking corporate. What are you
This
talking
is the
about?
fatty. Corporate.
He
Really-
just said in front of all of us the reason he's here is to get Bobby on his podcast.
Obviously, I was
what are
being
we? What are we?
facetious.
Are we?
This is
fucking-
the fatty side. This is the LA
I
side.
like his little smug comment. I thought it was funny.
Like
Let's-
leg cross.
This is your problem, Kelly.
He's a
I'm going to
good
tell you
look-
right
he's a
now.
good-looking Graham K.
He's a fucking good-looking guy.
Okay.
He's not into fucking banging you. He can't give a little zing at the beginning,
That's what it
and
is.
now you fucking turn. For the rest of the show, he's on your
Not
fucking dumb shit list. Let it go,
Kelly
Kelly.
can really
You-
resent.
This is what you should do.
Find him on Tinder.
Try to fuck a guy like Oni, and your life will be better. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Try to fucking Eskimo wife like Owen.
Try to fuck a lesbian like Oni.
Play some softball.
I like if the show just went that way, but just shitting on Oni. Try to fuck a piece of shit like Oni.
Look
Try
at
to fuck a
him.
dumbass like Oni.
Try to fuck
Jesus Christ.
Try to fuck a mouth that can bite through sealskin Oni. Jesus Christ! All right, and
love it.
we got Chris Scopo to my right, who is the man behind
Hello.
the camera. All you people watching live, we're live right now.
Oh, cool.
We
What's
are
the
live.
chat room saying?
Chat room says, "Nice stinker, Joe." And
That wasn't even a bit, you
The
fuck.
people have spoken.
Another one, oh yeah, they did speak, because this one says, "If I zoom in on my iPad, it cuts out Kelly."
Where's
That's
the
a-
camera?
that's a-
Where's the camera?
That's my favorite line in the history
You got to
of
really
Seinfeld.
zoom in.
There
You
we
should
go.
hashtag that.
What else?
That deserve more, Bobby.
Anybody else?
What
does everyone-
And then one, that's it, really.
That's it. Let me see.
One says
Maybe that guy was talking
600.
about my asshole. Joe's got a nice stinker. It's on the internet. It's all over the internet.
All right.
Covered in braille.
Nice stinker. I like it.
But folks, that silence you hear is Bobby on his phone.
No, it's not my phone. I'm reading the chat room. You fucking ape.
Well, didn't you hire a guy with nice hair and a big ass to read the chat room?
Kelly?
So you can. Yes! Boy, Bobby hasn't had a good one in weeks. That was a humdinger. My God. Oh boy, I can't wait for the day you can button that shirt. That's gonna be exciting.
Let me tell you something about that. This
you
is
look great.
no. This is the hard part. Is that when you lose weight? I did lose weight, but I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Absolutely,
there.
yeah.
I'm talking to my my therapist, and there's a part that I was up for, and I needed to be fat for this audition, and I was like, I'm kind of scared because I'm losing weight, and I don't know what to do. He goes, "You're fine." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Just keep losing weight. In fact, you should go to the gym too."
I think it'd be funny if you started a new email account called casting whatever, and then just emailed yourselves, "We need a fat guy," and you're like, "I can't. I just keep coming in. I gotta pay the bills." Louder, guys.
How many-
'cause you're gonna shit on
how
me.
many-
Actually, I should write that down.
How many pounds do you have to? I mean, does one have to gain? Do you have to audition fat? Like I
No,
feel like
the-
that you get the part and then they say you have to be fat. No,
Well, that's if you're famous.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a good actor.
Right.
When you're going out on casting calls.
yeah.
Or if they're
And
looking for moderate fat.
And everything you go on is fat.
but does
fat.
it say fat or is it? Do
Oh,
they
it
go
says
big?
heavy. It says
says heavy
heavy.
or big.
I remember one. I read for one, and the lady audition was terrible. It said fat old lady. So these women would have to come in, and on the scripts they have all the sides for it would say fat old lady. I remember this broad came in, and she's a fat old lady, and she just read the thing. She goes, "Oh Jesus, couldn't they write heavy?"
Yes.
It's,
You still showed up, you fat old lady.
yeah, what are you gonna do? Auditions are the saddest.
So sad.
Do you go auditions?
I've done a few, man.
a couple.
Yeah.
Let's not say a few. A few is three.
I've done two.
The first commercial I ever booked was a local commercial for a sports for SNY, and I was fat guy in small jet shirt, and it was just a bunch of dudes in the audition room.
You mean
in the waiting
you
room.
in a jet shirt?
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah, but it was a woman's jet shirt. It was covered in like glitter. By the way, it took 2 people to take it off me. My face was covered in green glitter for the rest of the day.
Oh fuck.
auditions for commercials have to be the worst, because first of all, even on the callback, you'll get a callback on a commercial, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is great!" And then it's everybody. They call back everybody.
Right. And it used to be they would have to print and message over you the piece of paper. Like this is before email. Now they just email 1,000 people and say show up to this thing. I got fired by my commercial agent because the audition was for Yoplait, and I had to eat yogurt, and they said show up ready to eat yogurt. And I just pictured 100 people in a fucking box of yogurt that's been sitting there all day and like room temperature yogurt. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to eat yogurt. If I get booked, I'll eat all the fucking yogurt in the world. And they said, if you don't want to eat yogurt in the audition, and they got upset. And then that was the last time I auditioned for
I wish
commercial.
every audition had yogurt.
Yogurt. I don't. Just old commercial yogurt. I don't know. That wasn't my thing.
It's a fucking commercials. Commercial auditions are fucking sad, man. Because this is what they do too: is they make you pantomime. It's like they don't even have a.
Man.
Could you just go get a basketball so I don't have to fucking? I don't know how to. What the fuck am I French? I mean, just go down, run down the street, Models, get a fucking ball, and let me so I don't have to pretend to bounce and chew gum when I walk in.
I had to do an audition that ended up. You ever have this where you go on audition and then who's the guy from SNL that quit and then did a Verizon commercial?
Bill Hader.
Chris Rock.
Bill Hader, yeah. I had to audition for that. First of all, it's weird when you
I was
audition.
going to say Phil Hartman. I thought I didn't know, but that wasn't.
I'm not that far in the business.
Everybody would have one, and you two fucking lumps are listening like fucking audience
I was
members.
going to say Michael Che, but I thought that was.
Well, why don't you go ahead? There's a mic in front of you, asshole. It's on.
I'm glad they didn't say anything.
Joe Piscopo.
But it ended up. It's weird when you go on audition, then Bill Hader gets it. Which also, it's weird to quit SNL and then do a Verizon thing. But it was the one where the commercial was you running around plugging in. It was a commercial with your phone dying. And you got to keep plugging your phone in all these different things. So I'm running around an audition room. They didn't even have a real phone or a real phone charger. Just give me a phone
and you had
phone
to
charger.
fake plug it in.
Yeah, and I just feel silly. I can't
Which is
do
so
that.
funny that they actually wanted me to eat yogurt because, like you're saying, every single time it is like just pretend like you're eating yogurt.
Right.
I did a vodka commercial in audition in L.A. and there was a earthquake in the middle of the read.
Great
and
comedian.
And the woman said, no, he popped in. He actually booked it.
Is he black?
He booked it, yeah.
He's got a nickname.
She goes, just keep going. And I'm like, there's a fucking earthquake outside. I'm not going to keep going.
Wow.
I did not get it. I did not get it.
And then you have the other thing, which is the voiceover audition, which is a bunch of failed fucking actors who are bald backpacks. Like they can't visually get apart anymore.
They can't sound like a kid.
But they sound amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Like
great.
just the
I need to get on that.
conversations, you just... so anyways, it's like, what the fuck? I think I know you.
But now on TV, 100% of the TV voiceovers are celebrities.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's unbelievable.
It used to be voiceover artists.
After the strike,
Yeah.
everything fucking switched.
Yep.
When there was no pilot season for that year,
Yep.
when fucking remember when you were a TV guy and there was movie guys.
Yep.
Okay? You never movie guys never went back to TV until the strike, and now all of a sudden, wait a minute, I can make $200,000 an episode for 13 or 26 episodes for 8 years, be set for the rest of my life, make more money than I'll ever make doing a bit part in a fucking, I'm in. So all those guys, when they used to make stars through TV, and then they became movie stars, that shit's over.
But wouldn't you also say part of that, though, is HBO really changing the game and FX, and now TV is different. There's more production value, and I don't. This is a question. You guys are more in LA.
I think it's both. But here's the thing: is that of course we had less TV channels. Now there's a fucking and the TV on TV is now brilliant. I mean, they make great shows where, and it's because of those great actors that were movie stars coming back to do TV. Absolutely, but still, that you eliminated the star factor. You eliminated a bunch of jobs. And when, like he said, back in the day, it was a guy with a great voice who did the commercial. Now it's fucking... who was it?
LaFontaine, right?
Who's the fucking guy who just did the Samsung commercial?
Neil Brennan.
Neil fucking Brennan.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, why am I aggravated right now? Oh, why do I not want to buy a Samsung? It's fucking Neil Brennan's cunty voice.
But remember the guy who used to do all the trailers in a world? That guy?
Yeah.
He
Pablo
died.
Francisco?
No.
That guy died too.
Something LaFontaine. When he died, that's when all the celebrities started
It's
getting
as
VOs.
close as you can get to it.
Well, now, though, trailers don't have any voice. There's no voiceover trailers anymore.
Yeah.
If you watch a trailer, they used to, when we were kids, there was always a voiceover trailer. But now
It
it's
was a
not.
guy.
It's cheesy now. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
need
funny.
one. You don't. They figured out how to do
No, but I'm sorry.
No,
I got
you
excited.
no, please.
I'm passionate
you
about
made me
this.
excitement. Go ahead.
I'm passionate about this.
You love VO. You've
They-
always loved VO.
They
Joe
fucked up trailers, and Roger Ebert, I first read it from him, but we talked. Hell of a. We have the same jawline, so
You talk, he mumbled.
You have the same
that's
jawline
perfect.
now. Nothing. Wow.
Well, he had his jaw removed.
I know, but now he's dead, so it's even fucking flatter. Can I have that bandana?
Yeah,
though?
that didn't make
Just
even any
untie that.
sense.
Yeah, I just fucked up.
Like-
That's called the bomb bandana, so you know who gave the last stinker out.
Oh, great.
bomb
and, I,
bandana.
and I started with it?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
started.
that's
We
great.
just assumed.
Kelly was pissed at you.
We assumed with
Do
your
I
looks.
throw the bomb bandana?
With your looks, you wouldn't be funny.
Bandana.
Yeah, throw it.
One word.
I think
Bomb
it'd be
bandana.
awesome if you had to wear that on stage as a comic. Like if you bombed the last time, you have to wear the bomb bandana. That would be
A
rough.
scarlet letter.
Can I give this
Scarlet.
back to
Yeah,
you?
throw that right back, right back, Bobby.
Yeah,
One more
just-
person calls it the
So
bomb
it's also,
bandana.
it's also a bad idea bandana.
Yeah,
then
well,
apparently.
you know what? I'm going to call that a bomb because you tried. You were trying to get something out of
The
that.
effort was there.
I love it. I
But
love
now the
this.
trailers, they show too much, and it's because America is just dumb.
On some
They
movies.
show the whole fucking movie.
Because
On
they want
some
people
movies.
to see it, though.
I was watching
I
the
know, but
trailer
they
for
give away.
Godzilla.
Hang on.
All
you
I
guys-
know is the guy from Breaking Bad's on it.
Listen.
I didn't even see the fucking monster.
I think certain movies they do, certain movies they don't. But I love trailers now. I love they have that trailer app on iPad. Is one of my favorite things in the world, and I'll actually see more movies than I would have because of the trailer. And I'll see there's certain movies where I gotta go see. I'm not fucking seeing that. God forbid.
I'm
you know?
actually pissed they don't put trailers on Netflix. You actually
Yeah.
have to watch the movie. Like,
Yeah,
give me the
yeah.
fucking trailer first so I know if I should sit through
You're
this
absolutely right because you just read the description.
thing. Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Yeah.
I want you to show it to me, not read.
I agree.
Usually when I watch
Do you agree or you?
Can I
There's
give?
there's
oh,
a
no.
heavy scent of sarcasm coming out of that.
No, I
face
do
right
agree.
now.
I hate. I determine.
I still think
it's
so.
this. It's this amazing technology that we're
It's
watching
not
TV
helping.
from the internet. Yet we still have to read the description. I'm
Yes,
not
it's too
being a
much.
dick right now. I'm not being a dick.
I'm on my couch.
You know what it is? It's your teeth.
It's my teeth. You know, I've always said that my
You have-
teeth have been my biggest comedy
Your-
weakness.
Your,
also like
your
the-
your mouth is very dicky.
This is
It's also the Tom Brady haircut, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, you're very tall and handsome, and
Yeah.
we are not.
God damn it!
This is a-
I swear to God, when he walked in the room, I was like, "This guy is not the guy that's supposed to be here."
Who is supposed to be here?
I don't know, like an ugly,
Yeah.
like a comic.
Yeah, you're missing a beard and a
What-
notepad.
I'm sorry,
Can
you
I ask
guys.
you-
Yes,
How? Where are you from?
I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan, originally.
Okay,
yeah.
and
yeah.
how long have you been doing comedy?
Yeah, from Go Blue. I've been a comic for 11 years. I started there for 5, and I was in LA for 6, and I just moved to New York. I'm in my first year here, and I love being in New York and telling people I came from LA because you guys are so nice to LA comics here. I just want to thank all of you
There's that
personally.
sarcasm again.
Thank you so much.
Well,
for
can
that.
I say
Appreciate
something
it.
though?
Yes.
Comics are
Yeah.
like none of us give a shit.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with these guys, these young guys, they care.
You
But
know
when
what?
you comics, talent isn't afraid of talent, my friend.
Okay,
You
right.
understand, my buddy?
Yes, I got you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
I
don't
gotcha.
care where you come from.
Kelly's
These,
pissed.
But it's like
thank you, Joe, for fucking helping me with that.
buddy.
Jesus Christ.
I found just when I first moved here, I'd be introduced to you came from LA or whatever, and then the crowd, I would even see like a little arms cross and
Right.
fucking this guy over here.
Because
and
they've been
it's like,
burned before.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
why.
you
You just
very-
say you're from Michigan.
yeah.
You put in a lot of time in Michigan, right?
Yeah, I put a lot of time in Michigan.
we worked together there.
Is that where we worked together? Was
We
it
worked
at
at
Joey's?
We did Joey's with
No.
Nick. You were
Nick,
emceeing. This is
that's
years and years ago. This is like 06.
You
And my
emceeing-
buddy Tom Dustin came along.
Wait a
Yes,
minute.
I
We all
remember that.
drank,
He
and he
was-
wears your T-shirt
Okay,
a lot.
okay, Joe.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
trying to get a word in. You keep this isn't Tuesdays with Murray, okay? I'm trying to fucking get a word in.
His name's Mark. You
Listen.
We talked about this before though. The
Yeah, we
Joey's
bumped
thing,
into
right?
each
All
other.
right,
And Kelly,
I get
Kelly,
it.
I've met you before.
Bobby,
right?
shut up,
Could
you
you turn your
good-looking
mic down, Bobby?
cocksucker.
Can you turn your mic down a little bit?
Listen, wait a minute. You emceed for him?
I was a local
Well, you
comic
lived
in
there.
Michigan. Nick DiPaolo headlined and brought Joe with him.
Really? So you were the feature, he was the MC, and Nick was headline.
And I remember
Right.
kept thinking, like, this feature blows. I kept thinking
Oh,
that the whole
that's
time.
hurtful.
I'm just kidding, Joe. It
Somebody
was fun.
proposed. You were
Yes.
you were on stage.
Which is the worst, right? Remember
Yeah.
that shit? Hey.
Vaguely, I was very drunk.
And the owner comes up and says, "Hey, there's someone here that wants to propose. Hey, MC, will you just take this on?" And then you have to fucking someone gets on. It was
I
the
can say
worst.
this though, he is much more impressed with Joe than Kelly.
Yep.
Well,
I like how Joe always intertwines Tom Dustin in every story that he tells, and we've never met him.
I remember Joe being
Bobby
very
knows
funny. I
Tom.
remember being, I had never really. You guys came from New York. I was in Michigan. I didn't. This is the stand-up city. It was very. It was a fun weekend. I learned a lot that weekend.
All right. Well, that was a fucking boring end to a nice story.
Yeah.
Listen, so
I'm
sorry.
really insensitive.
I'm
You know
sorry,
that?
Joe. You know what? You're right. I apologize.
You're sensitive.
I apologize.
And Bobby knows Tom Dustin. He should be on the show.
I love
sometime.
Tom. Him and his fucking fire wallets.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's a few comics that do that shit.
What?
The fire wallet.
No, there isn't.
I swear to God, there's a guy down in Miami or down South Florida that does it.
What is it?
Mike-
I don't know
Mike
what that
said-
is.
Mike Hurley. Yeah.
I did a show with this Tom Dustin guy. He was just a thin alcoholic from Boston, but hilarious guy, sweet guy.
Yep.
Like you think you're not gonna like this guy, but he's just a great guy, and he's very funny. But he is his merch is wallets. They're magic wallets that fire comes out of them. And the reason why he sells them is because he did the math. He goes, I can buy these for cheap and make the most money off them.
Right.
So it's better than selling a T-shirt or a CD,
That's a fire
CD or actually writing an hour and maybe getting a DVD. He went out and figured out what mathematically can make him the most money. So it's a fire wallet.
Does real fire come out?
Yes. It's a lighter inside of a
lighter,
wallet.
okay.
It's a magic thing.
Right.
A magician should sell it after a show, not a comedian.
stand-up guy.
But this is a guy who used his computer bag shoulder strap as a belt once because his pants were falling down. So, but he couldn't buy a belt, but he had fucking 9 Heinekens that night.
Right.
That guy.
And 30 flame wallets.
Yeah, but he sells a lot. He's the only guy.
That's
if I didn't know him or didn't like him, I would be like, you're fucking not selling flame wallets. You're not making $40 a wallet while I'm trying to fucking sell a shit CD for fucking $10.
Do you sell? Do you sell, Bob? You sell a CD? Or?
I don't sell anymore because
Yeah.
my CD's too old. But when I do get
Yeah.
film my new hour,
Yeah.
I'll sell that. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
sometimes I'll sell posters or something like that.
That part sucks of comedy selling, but it can just be so profitable. It's insane.
Here's what I do.
All your
It
DVDs should
sucks.
open up and fire should come out.
It sucks
And burn
when
the CD and melt it.
it sucks when fans aren't paying to see you, and they're not going to line up and buy something. That's when it sucks.
Yeah.
When you're giving more comps away than you are selling tickets. That's when it sucks. But look, there's nothing better when fans are seeing you. When you
Right.
have a room full of people that came to see you.
What's that like?
And I don't know.
I'll run downstairs and grab somebody.
Yeah, ask him. Why don't you call Billy Burr and ask him? You know what, dude? The banks. I don't fucking know, but
Come
Oh, you got a lot of fans.
Yeah,
what are you
dude.
talking about?
I was
Come
kidding.
on.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, come on.
Bobby, they love you, man.
Shut up! I was kidding with you. Can
got-
I?
right.
I'm not playing both sides. You don't get to play both sides, you assholes.
You got
either
300 fans.
Is that the worst merch ever sold? A flaming wallet? I can't. I've.
No.
What's worse than that? Someone sold a condom, which was like a
what now?
a condom that goes around a can, like a koozie.
Oh, I've seen
but it
the
was a
koozies.
condom, and I was like, "That's pretty bad."
I saw a guy with bracelets with sayings on them,
yeah,
and they were different colors. And he had his sayings, but not his sayings. Like,
just funny saying.
yeah,
Just-
like it's like, are you shitting me?
He had all get her done bracelets.
Yeah, it was weird. It was, but he had bracelets. He had stickers. He had a DVD of his band. And it was like, wait a
That's
minute,
great.
that's not
that's
even
awesome.
comedy.
yeah,
And
just
he
sell-
just
Just a random fucking.
just a duffel bag full of shit, and he was from the town. It's not even like he was traveling to make gas money and hotel money.
Right.
Like you live 8.2 miles away. Like you're going home
He
tonight.
just grabbed a bag full of shit from his house.
Yeah, I actually trashed him for it, and then I met him last year. He's like, "Dude, thank you. I stopped selling my bracelets." But whatever.
Now I'm starving.
I get it. That,
right.
But
gonna-
thanks, though. You've taught me
I
how to be a real
listen.
comic.
I care less about that. Something happened in the last couple of years. I used to fucking hate it, but now I care less about it because you can't change the. When we came
Care less
up,
about what? You mean
when
somebody-
these middle feature
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
What they're trying to do, which aggravates me, is they're trying to make headliner money without being headliner funny.
Right.
Well,
And back in the day,
Now that's a T-shirt.
here's where I would
let me
differ.
finish.
Sorry.
Here's what back in the day, you were the MC, you wanted to be the feature. you had to become funnier to where the feature didn't want to follow you, or the club owner was like, dude, I want you to feature. And then as a feature, you had to become as funny enough to be able to headline, and that's how you made money. That's how you moved. That's how you got paid more, and it was the evolution of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
except I, as a feature, sold. Did I sell that time we worked together?
Yeah.
As an MC, I fucking sold T-shirts because I was local.
what the fuck could you have as an MC?
I had just this one
Flaming
little joke
wallets?
of flaming wallets. Yeah. No, I mean, I wanted to
You
do.
sold locks of your hair.
I wanted to do everything I could
bought 'em all.
to not have a normal job.
Just pictures of
and
his
it sucks. Like, it especially sucks when you ask the headliner, "Hey, man, is it cool if I sell T-shirts?" You know, that's the worst.
Yeah, but,
you
it's not your job. You shouldn't have a T-shirt.
yeah.
You're not funny enough to have a fucking joke that deserves to be on a shirt.
I was able to survive as a stand-up full-time as a feature because of that shirt. So that I would disagree with. Now,
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. What should make you survive is you becoming from the MC to the feature, and then becoming the feature to the headliner.
Right.
That's what should make you survive. That's what makes you become a headliner. And there's a lot of guys out there that are remaining feature acts
Because they're making that money.
making.
That's true.
They're fucking.
that's terrible.
I know
they're
guys that
making the
haven't
money.
left Florida because they can make $1,200 on a weekend just featuring.
What about Boston? There's guys that made so much money in Boston.
Yeah.
They stayed regional and they never left. Some of the funniest guys on the planet never left Beantown because they didn't have to.
They're doing it on the hood circuit here. You
I
could do a
had
show
to
in the
leave
Bronx.
fucking Boston.
So let me ask you, what changed your mind? Why you said you changed your mind about it now? Now you're not.
Because because now anybody in their fucking back in the day to make a T-shirt cost a lot of money. You had to fucking now you can just go to these companies will just do them for you.
Yeah.
I mean it's nothing to get a T-shirt. You go on your computer and make a little stupid thing and type it up and have them shipped out and give them $1,000 and you're making $10,000 in T-shirt money.
Yeah.
But you're actually not worried about. Now here's the bad part about your T-shirt. You ready? You have to do that joke.
Yeah.
Because you get 2,000
Sure.
fucking T-shirts.
Sure.
So you're never gonna grow. You're never gonna change the end of your act. You're always gonna have to do that joke until you run out of fucking T-shirts. And when you're almost out of them, you're gonna go buy more. So that joke, you're remaining the shitty fucking comic that you shouldn't be because you're into making that money.
Yeah.
When you fucking say fuck it, and then wait until somebody goes, hey man, I like you. I want to do a CD with you. I want to do a DVD. I want to do shit a special with you. All of a sudden, there's something to that to me. I think it's like clubs. The bringer shows. I get you have to do it, but back in the day, we didn't do that. You went in and auditioned. You hung out at the club you wanted to get in. You stayed there until one night they said, all right, you want to go up for 5? Because what's his name didn't show. You went up and did well. Then he gave you a Wednesday. You did well. Then they moved you to Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then you keep killing. And then all of a sudden you're on a Friday, last spot after everybody, and you do well. And then all of a sudden you people hear about you. Oh, he's funny. That's the way it was. It wasn't you bring 5 people, you get spots.
Right.
Yeah.
You can only do that in places like New York, like in Florida or anything like that. You don't have that every night or working into the clubs or Alaska.
But it's exactly
There's
like
one
that
club
still.
there.
No one that's doing bringers is moving up. That's
No.
a whole different thing.
I know,
There's
but
people
it's,
doing bringer
it's sad
shows
to
that are
those
just
guys.
bringers.
I feel bad for those people because they don't know that there's no end. Just like T-shirts. I mean, you made it out.
Yeah, I mean, what I was just going to say is you have to. I lived in Michigan. The only way I could fucking save any money to move to New York or L.A. to do comedy was if I sold these fucking things.
Oh, you could have
And-
got a job.
And I could have got a job, but I wanted to spend the time
I had
working on
5
the act and trying to get booked and all that
That's
shit.
horseshit. I had 5 jobs. I did fucking 4 to 5 sets a night,
Okay.
and I had 5 jobs.
Sure.
So I used to go down. Me and Dane and Billy and Patrice would race to places. We all fucking had jobs.
Yep.
And we all did what we had to do,
But Bob-
and did our spots at night.
Isn't the beauty of stand-up, and I'm not challenging you to be disrespectful, I'm challenging you because I'm fascinated
I want you to challenge me.
Everyone's
I think
path
it's
can be
disrespect.
different. Everyone's path can be different.
No,
No, motherfucker. Path is Bobby Kelly's
here,
path.
Look, I understand. That's why it doesn't bother. Look, if someone has a fucking T-shirt, okay. I don't think an MC should have anything but fucking 8 minutes of good material.
And I agree with you. That's why I even brought it up because I was like, did I fucking sell a T-shirt as a host? I did, but at the time,
I don't think you
I
should
fucking
have.
did it.
The only thing you should be worried about is having 20 minutes.
Sure.
That's your life.
Sure, yeah.
So whatever shit job you have to do, live with your mom. I lived in a shithole, 125 in Shirley Ave in Revere, a fucking shithole, crappy, drug-infested neighborhood, just so I could do my comedy.
Sure.
So I didn't have to work a full-time job to pay this crazy rent. I had a shit car, holes in the floor, fucking water would shoot up on a date. If I was on a date with a chick, went through a puddle, she'd have water in her pussy.
Oh, your bush is wet.
So, but I
Sounds
think
like it
that
helps a date.
I get
Tough
I
date.
get that these feature guys, it's out there now where
Yeah,
they
also-
travel
Yep.
and they have to make this money. I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for them because they get stuck in this shit. They get stuck in. I have this fucking trunk full of T-shirts and I'm making almost as much money as this fucking headliner
Right.
if I can just hawk these things for $20 a pop. I mean,
But the side argument or other part that you're sort of leaving out, I feel like, is that some of these guys, you can't. It's hard to get the credits. It's hard to fucking headline. You got to get an agent. You got a TV. There's a lot of guys that headline. You got to be a draw
Yeah.
or have the credits. Some people can fucking destroy for 45 minutes.
That's
and can't
the-
the headline
yeah,
work.
that's-
And
that's the
20
business.
years ago, this is the only thing in the fucking country where the money has not gone up with
Since
all the inflation.
1972,
Feature
whatever
money
the
has
fuck.
gone down. So now
Yeah.
I'll open for
Yeah.
Nick. It's $100 a set,
Yep.
6 sets,
Yeah.
and it's a $400 flight.
That's what I was going to say. The
$300
flights are
I don't
killing
sell
everybody.
shit, but feature money has not gone up. Spot pay has gone up.
Does he,
Headline
don't
money
you,
has
you
gone
have
up.
to pay for your flight?
Yes, and so like a
I
lot
mean,
of
to
guys,
me,
a lot
this
of
is
times I
crazy
go
that
away
you
for
don't
a
sell.
week
What
and,
is-
and come back and net
What does
$80.
What does that make you do? What does that make you want to do?
And, I mean, I work.
What does it make you want to do?
Work harder. So I'm doing that, but
So,
it's not
and you're
always
gonna,
that easy.
Yeah, but you're going to be a headliner very soon. People are already starting to fucking say how
well, I
funny.
mean, I've been
Listen,
headlining. I headline.
Exactly, but
Maybe
people are
make me
already
sound like an
saying how
asshole here.
funny you are. People are already saying, "Oh my God, Joe, I go places."
Already?
I just started
15
saying that.
years in.
Well, yeah, but dude, 15 years ain't shit, my friend. Yeah,
Not
you,
anymore, right.
You should have been
Yeah.
further along, absolutely. But you know why you weren't.
Right.
So that's not the business. That's your fault.
But but you can acknowowledge what I'm saying. That the
I understand, but-
inflation. Everything is more money.
But that-
25 years ago, a middle act got paid $100 a set. 25 years ago,
Yes.
still do. The price of flights have
Yes.
quadrupled. The price that you're paid to middle has not moved.
Absolutely.
It's insane.
That's-
so you used to be able to make an actual living when you started.
I hear you. I understand, and I understand it's a different time. I understand. That's why it doesn't. 2 years ago, it fucking infuriated me. Okay, dude, you want to sell your T-shirt? Go ahead, but you're fucking yourself in a way. You're setting yourself up to be comfortable, and I don't
That's
think
where the
I don't think as a
big
comic,
problem is.
being uncomfortable and not being satisfied is what drives us.
Being
I believe.
being uncomfortable. I think if he sold a T-shirt or something and gave him a little more financial stability, it would only help his comedy.
Well,
I
DePaulo
think,
wouldn't let
I
me,
think
first
the
of all.
yeah, well, right. That's
Why-
the other.
How would that help his comedy?
but
It would not be. It doesn't. Life doesn't have to be this immediate terrible struggle. It's already hard
not
enough
for you because your parents loved you.
No, I know, no, but I'm saying
Are your
comedy-
parents together?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Comedy.
I don't listen
You
to
don't
anything
listen to
you
me.
say. Yeah.
Comedy's
Take his
already
mic
hard
away.
enough. Stand up is already hard
I
enough.
stopped listening when he smiled.
Comedians, I feel like, look, I'm entitled to my opinion. Comedians,
not on this show.
Wait,
John,
yeah,
Bobby.
shut the fuck
John
up.
Fugelstein, I want you to shut your mouth.
How many more bandanas do we have?
We already make it so hard on ourselves. Comics make it so much harder on themselves. It's already a hard enough fucking art form
but
that
it
we're
kinda
trying to
needs
do right
be.
now.
Isn't pain funny? My pain should be funny to other people. If I'm living a good life,
I think if you have an extra $300 a month from selling a T-shirt, you still are going to have good pain.
And Mike is a good example. Here's a guy that was selling T-shirts to make extra money. He's moved up just fine. He's in L.A. He's
here
been
we
on
are.
The Tonight Show. He's headlining. So it doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
mean
but
that.
he
If
was
you're a
gonna-
piece-
listen.
Some people are pieces of shit who
He
sell
was-
shit and don't
he-
move up.
Here
If
it
he
goes.
was using
Doesn't
it
mean
as a
that.
goal to go to LA, that's great, man. But like again, I know a lot of dudes stay in the
Yeah.
hometown because they're making bank.
I agree, but they
Hang
would
on a
do it.
second.
He's
Hang on a
sure.
second. We haven't even seen, but you're saying we haven't. He's not one of the greats yet. He might be, but he's not yet.
But he's not stuck in
But
Ann
do
Arbor
you want
selling T-shirts.
But don't you want to be one of the greats?
Of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't think the greats.
But do you
fucking-
have to not? Do you have to absolutely be fucking struggling financially to be a great? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think you have. I don't think you have to be struggling financially.
Yeah.
But I think the more pressure you have on your comedy to become better.
Yep.
Even at this stage, 20 years in, 20 something, every fucking day do I feel pressure.
Absolutely.
Every day I feel pressure to keep pushing to become better because I'm not fucking there. And my shows are better. I don't worry as much. And look, I understand too that I think that it's part of my insecurity, I would say. When I show up at these places, I would kind of be insulted because I would never, ever imagine being on a show with a headliner that I respected and think, hey, do you mind if I sell my CD that I made in my...
Sure.
I know yours... You went through a record company and deserved it, but
Sure.
I made mine in my basement. I'm going to sell it for the same price as you. Do you mind?
Sure.
I would never think about that.
Looking back, that's why I even brought it up with Joe. Like, I would have changed that. I mean, I didn't know Nick DiPaolo from anybody at the time. Now I do, and met him, and was honored to even get work with you guys that weekend. Looking back,
this guy's selling a fucking shirt.
No, but looking back, I'm like, fuck, it's just kind of, that was pretty ballsy of me, and I wouldn't do that again. But that being said, if it got me to L.A. a year earlier because of that, then I don't give a fuck. And I don't think Nick DiPaolo gives a fuck either, frankly. I mean, I don't know. I would have to ask him, but it helped me, in my opinion.
It helped you, but I don't.
But my
think
parents are together.
I don't think it helps everybody. I
Yeah.
think it can.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of guys out there
Yes.
like selling this fucking wallet. For
yeah.
what's his name? He should stop that.
Who's buying that?
A lot of people. It's
Who goes
fucking,
to a...
Dude,
dude,
are you
it's
serious?
fucking awesome.
You think
Going
I
to
can
the
make money selling
Midwest with that?
mazzarepas at the end of a show? Like, is that possible?
But my point is I right now I don't give a fuck as much as I used to because I don't care anymore.
Because you have a
I'm
baby.
done, huh?
Because you have a baby.
No, it's I don't care.
Well, that should be.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going up and doing this hour. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care about you anymore. I'm not gonna fucking try to help anybody. You want
Good.
it?
That's good. That's great. That's
Yeah.
that's awesome, right? I mean,
It's
you
awesome.
we shouldn't really.
It's well, you
We
know
should
what
be a
it-
community and we should be friends, but like your path is your path, my path is my path, Joe's path is Joe's path.
Yeah, but your path stinks.
Yeah.
And you help people all the time.
I help
Yeah.
people.
Or
I
is
help,
this a new policy? Is this why
I
you're making
help-
fun of my podcast?
No, I help people that want help. I help people that actually embrace it or need it. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to show up at a club that I don't know a guy. And hey, do you mind if I say, go ahead? I'll make fun of you. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it though, don't not take the hit. Don't
Yeah.
not take the hit.
Sure.
That bugs me too. Is some of these guys are like, well, I gotta make a living. That's the fucking point. I hate that fucking excuse.
So you're
I
saying
gotta make a
features-
living. Go fucking become a headliner.
Right.
Then you make the living. Why do you get to supersede the whole fucking process? That's like to be the president of fucking Walmart. Hey, listen, I'm going to go fuck his daughter so I can jump over everybody. Well, go fucking do the work. Make the fucking progressions up the ladder and become the guy. That's what used to filter this fucking shit business out, is that if you weren't funny enough, you didn't fucking make it. You had to give up because you didn't make a living at it. And it didn't pan the fuck out. Yeah. But now you can go make a CD in your basement and pan it the fuck out by cheating. Because it's not because you were funny. It's not because there's crowds lining up. Nobody even fucking knows you, but you're still pandering and hawking these fucking things after the show. And everybody's like, we're cattle. I'll fucking get yours and yours. And what is it? Yours is made in the basement and only 2 tracks work, but who cares? Fuck you. Go be funny.
But that being said, there's a lot of people that fucking get lucky, don't put any work in, get on a show on basic cable, the show blows up.
Let's drop names.
Now they're headliners, and now they've just blown right on past
Or-
people that have been fucking busting their ass for years and
But
years.
they'll be gone.
But-
they'll be gone
But
soon.
I'm just saying,
And
you're just
that's
saying
show
like that's
business.
the one way to headline.
That's show business.
Of
You're
course,
wait a
you're
minute.
saying it like
Stop,
that's the only
stop,
way to
stop.
headline.
You're fucking talking about fucking show business. I'm talking about stand-up comedy. I'm talking about being at a club
But they're
on
doing
the fucking
stand-up.
No, they're not doing stand-up. It's show business.
But-
No.
Go ahead.
Getting a TV show, okay, and blowing the fuck up is not what I'm talking about. Going to a club, A club going, Robert Kelly, we heard he was funny. Let's bring him in. Negotiating the deal. Me flying in, doing the show, and fucking them saying he was really killed it. A lot of people showed up, and a lot of people liked him. Let's bring him back. I made that happen with my funny. I made that happen, not with a TV show, because I'm not fucking famous. I do that with my funny.
Right.
Okay? So why the fuck do you get to... Go ahead, raise your hand. Go ahead, Joe. I don't want you to fucking hurt your neck.
The thing is...
What the fuck was that?
What you're talking about, you get funny, you fucking work it, but
Can
because
you
of the business...
Not mock me. I'm not mocking you.
I'm not mocking you.
I'm not
but
talking
because of
little.
the business, I'm doing what you're doing. I go downstairs here at the cellar, the premiere... murder. I go on last spot of the night like you're talking, killing it. I'm killing it everywhere. Right. But can I come headline your club? No, we have this guy who's on this show,
so
you can't headline.
But but hang on,
I'm headlining some of them.
Yeah,
here
but
and there.
dude, you can't say I'm headlining some, but not all of them. You're getting there. You're doing it the right way. Hang on, you're letting your funny fucking travel ahead of you and spread out. And I'm telling you this, people have mentioned it. People have at other clubs who love the podcast. Joe List is really funny, man. He was here but he fucking annihilated. You're laying the groundwork for when people go, let's bring Joe List in headline. And you're going to get that money. You will get that. You will. Just like Lewis, a year ago, I got to move to LA and fucking, he stayed, and now he's headlining places that I took him and said, you should use him. He killed as a feature. Okay, then they brought him back as a headliner, and he killed. Well, he did okay, but he did good. Do you understand? That's how comedy works.
I understand.
It's not from fucking selling T-shirts.
I just don't like the simplification of you just gotta get good, but it's still hard to get there because people don't just go. This is the thing that's changed in the business. Being funny is not enough anymore.
Yes,
it's not. It's not.
No, actually,
because hold on, TV guy can't follow you.
If you were funny as me, you'd know that that's not true.
But Alexis
it is
right,
true
though.
because
the TV guy and girl, because I know what you're talking about, can't follow you, and they won't, and they beg not to follow you.
But it doesn't matter because the headlining gigs are taken by them.
But they'll
Try
be
to
gone.
get a headlining week. Send
Hold
them
on
a
a minute.
45-minute
They'll be
tape.
gone in 2-3 years. You'll still
Joe,
be there.
do you understand that? I'm fucking headlining. When the fuck? What do I got? What the fuck have I been on? I got a podcast. I started.
You got a half-hour Comedy Central special.
It's years ago.
But you're already in the club. You're in there.
But the only thing keeping me in there is my funny. That's all that's actually keeping me in there. Is that a club will bring me back because of what I did on stage, not because of who I am, not because of what I got, not because of how many seats I filled.
How'd you get in there the first time?
Look, but
he sold shirts.
You have to be good. You have to be good because when Dat Fan won Last Comic Standing, no, seriously, he was headlining everywhere. He's not anymore. I mean, because you have to be able to
get in there. You guys are kind of talking to me like I'm not trying. I have an agent who's like, yeah, we're trying to get in there,
I'm
but you don't have a
specifically
TV.
talking to you like you're great.
But I appreciate it. But like an agent is like, we need to get a TV. We got to get the Letterman. If we get a Letterman, we might be able to get you in there.
Listen, you're already on your way. You're just not there yet. And
I know. I'm just trying to make it clear that it's not as simple as you're just saying. It is as
simple as that. It's as simple, and and he's saying, does it have to be tragic? Yes, it does. Okay, it does. It sucks to be. There's stuff that you want that you don't have. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sucks that you don't have it.
Right.
When we get to where we wanted to be, we want to be at the next place.
Sure.
That's what keeps us going. That's what makes us
what I'm saying
work
is
harder.
My personal interior motivation can be enough than having all this other fucking external financial burden, family hates me burden, whatever. I'm not saying that's the case for me, but I'm saying if you're a driven, motivated person, the fact that whatever the case may be. Now, if I may quickly side with Joe, there will always be shitty entertainers who headline clubs because they have 800,000 Twitter followers, but they suck at stand-up comedy. If you're good at stand-up comedy, the longer it takes you to get there, the longer you stay there.
Can you
right?
look in the camera when you do this? Because you're very good looking. I want people to.
This is
watch
what we want the
I'm
show
just
to
saying,
be.
Right,
there is no question.
Here's your camera.
There's not even cameras on us for.
There is no question to me that Joe is going to get where he wants to go in stand-up, and he's going to be when he's there. He's already. I saw you fucking perform 8 years ago. I thought you were funny. You know what I'm saying? But
thanks.
the point is, he also is making a point. There's a lot of bull in you got to break in the door sometimes. And if that's, maybe it's this podcast, maybe it's his podcast, maybe it's fucking Chelsea lately going, dude, you want to be in my
This is what he doesn't see because he's in it. He doesn't see that 2 years ago he was fucked up and then he changed his life and he quit stuff and he got healthy.
Well, of course I see that. I mean, I think
but
about it every day.
You did the show and you got a ton of fans and then you started your own and that's exploding and then people, your comedy is fun. I know millions of people. It's happening right in front of him, but it's not there yet. To where what he thinks he should be, but that's where we all are at.
Right.
Everybody's there. Louis, you don't think Louis is going, I hope my show doesn't hope this season is good. You don't think Colin Quinn is like, fuck, I gotta write. He's touring, doing another one-man show. He's got another. We're all in that spot creating. As comics, the greatest thing about being a stand-up comedian is the show business part of it can't take away our funny. You can be as funny as you want, and people will hear about it, and that's why I respect Burr. Burr went and just did what he knew he could do. Stand up. He became a fucking great stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. He focused everything. He pinpointed everything on comedy, and that's it. And then he did his podcast to enhance his fan base, and those two met, and there you go. Okay, but you're on your way. You know what I mean? Oni's not going to make it.
Yeah.
He could sell a wallet and a fucking suit jacket.
In my defense, I'm not trying.
There we go. Smart
play. Turn up on stage with stains and a
I'm
t-shirt.
only feeling the pain. I'm not doing anything with it.
I also don't think you necessarily need to have a painful life to be good at comedy or successful.
I don't think it's...
Ted Alexander is the only example I can think of.
I agree with you completely, but every time I say that, I
get
get fucking yelled at by someone whose parents do hate them.
Listen...
His parents don't hate him. They're dead.
Look, there's too many.
My parents aren't dead. Don't say that about my parents.
Ooh, I mixed you up. I'm sorry.
My parents.
There's so many paths. There's so many fucking paths.
I look at man. I agree that I know people that don't have shitty fucking lives that made it. That's great for you. But I think your comedy. I think your comedy path was sucky. Mm-hmm. You chose to do certain things to get out of where you're at. I get it, but I don't think that the. Everybody has a podcast now. Should everybody have one? No. Mm-hmm. Not everybody should have one, but because it's so easy to have one, everybody does.
But don't you
what?
I'm sorry. Don't you think that those guys that stay in Florida or whatever, the fact that they haven't moved to LA or New York, isn't that a good thing because they're not saturating an already saturated market? No. Like if they don't want to better themselves.
That's why I love people that go to LA and New York. I said, you want to be a comic, move to one of those cities. You want to be a stand because it will filter you the fuck out. Yeah. You will be fucking flushed down the toilet. Right. Yeah. If you don't have really what it takes, you won't be able to go through the fucking turbulence that you're going to go through.
And one of the things you need to have what it takes is to get the fuck away from your city and comfort zone and family and friends and people that support you.
World away.
Watch out.
I do feel like we should.
What is this new thing that you do?
Because I get eager to say something. It's a big thing.
Okay, good.
I do think we should say and not be complete elitist. I still think the best of the best are in New York and come to New York. Yes. But there are a lot of great comics elsewhere. I can mostly can speak for Boston because that's where I'm from. But there's a lot of comics in the Midwest.
Chicago has a great scene.
Yeah, so there's great comics that really don't want to live in New York or LA or really be in showbiz. It's still a commendable, respectable job. And a lot of these guys are fucking brilliant comics who could blow the doors off a room. So I don't think you necessarily... There are great comics that... I mean, Brian Regan, he lived in New York at one point. He doesn't live in New York. Tim Wilson, who just died, is a Midwest comic.
Right,
there's some great... Midwest
but he's
comics.
Dead. You die if you live there.
And
so you're proving my point.
I mean, Paul Nardizzi is one of the most brilliant comics in the country.
Is
he has 4 kids. He's
he?
Tremendous. He has 4 kids.
But the people know it. I'm talking about.
Don't you think it's a commendable life and job still?
Okay, hang on one second.
That?
But does he do comedy as a living?
Of course. Yeah. Okay. He's got 4 kids and has a house. And his wife doesn't even work.
Okay. Really?
His wife might work.
She's lazy, actually.
She may help.
They really need it.
Look,
she may help raise the 4 kids.
Something? I love Bob Marley. Fucking said fuck show business. Moved back to Maine. He's the king of Maine. I love it.
Justin McKinney.
But how did they do that, Joe? With what? Because they're what? You can.
They're funny. They're
funny.
They also came up at a time with no social media.
My point, though, is that funny, you can't take away a comic's funny.
I agree with you, Bobby.
This business, it doesn't matter if you're on a show or not on a show. If you're funny, Paul Nardizzi is a fucking hilarious guy. One of the funniest guys.
Great comic.
But he's back in. It doesn't matter. He made his own choices. Bob Marley said, "Fuck show business. I'm going back to Maine to be happy." Fine. It doesn't matter because Bob Marley is fucking hilarious. You can't take away our funny. So if you work on just being funnier and becoming a great comedian, you won't have to fucking worry about anything.
But isn't
people are going to want to come see you.
Right.
When people want to see you because you're funny, you sell tickets. When you sell tickets, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You're not arguing with
funny
anything I'm saying.
works, Bobby, but do you disagree with this? And everyone's path can be different to that same destination, which is be funny. We all agree, and I agree with you 100%. Look how I'm sitting right now. This is how serious I am. My legs are crossed.
This is how LA
It's
is.
driving me, literally driving me nuts.
You see the angle from here. I'm getting all buff.
Could we get him a latte?
I have one right here.
Watch these two fatzos just staring at your thin legs. For
You
the last 8
have to
minutes.
fucking
getting
be
hungry.
funny, but the
Hang on,
path
go ahead.
is different. I had an athletic background, so like I
No
was
shit.
no
Really?
shit.
Oh wow.
So
Can I just point out,
What were you-
Kelly,
what were you-
hates
that's not like
Michael
an-
Costa. She's just groaning over here.
Hang on.
Like this.
Yeah,
Guys,
Yes.
don't talk over each other. I don't want fucking Tuesdays with Mikey fucking talking shit about us again.
Can I say that I agree
Yeah.
with you, but
Yeah.
that might not be the most respectable path.
What? Oh, for
There's
sure.
two different paths, but I think Bobby's saying that there's a respectable
Well,
path
do you
as
have
well.
to be respected by every single comic? You can't be. It's impossible. As soon as anything good happens to you, half the comics already
Yeah, but
fucking
the
hate
people
you.
that are being celebrities right now.
Wait a minute. Stop for a second. Yeah. Why is there something that when somebody, I don't care if you admit it or not.
Oh boy.
But why is there something when somebody does get something that it just feels shitty?
It's
Yeah, it
amazing,
Why?
though.
What is that? Because I love people. I love when I really want everybody to
Sure.
fucking be successful.
Sure.
That's why I love doing this show. I could do it with just the same people. I love having new people on. I love
Sure.
I love exposing.
It's been a real
people.
honor for me
I
too,
appreciate
Bobby.
it, man.
I'm-
This is my only credit.
But I love helping people out if I can, whatever I can do, even if it's just a few hundred people on Twitter.
Right.
I love that. But when somebody does get something, there's something inside that goes, fuck.
Because we're competitive.
Well, I feel, at least for myself, if it's somebody who's earned it, like, say,
I'm
just
happy, yeah.
like Ted Alexandra just got the special, the 1 hour thing, and he did all that shit for him. Anything he would get from my point of view would be great. But if somebody just put out a web series on there, just somehow got 1 million followers on Twitter or a bunch of YouTube hits, and then they got famous from that, I think that would bother me more.
Or
than
like a
somebody
new
that
tour.
earned it
If you,
forever.
I don't know if you're like two girls that were doing a tour that was called The Trouble. No, Love Isn't Real. Is that what it's called?
It's annoying, but who are we? I mean, it is annoying. It's fucking
It's annoying
but,
for a little bit, and then it goes away.
What the fuck can
Yeah.
you do?
You really.
What
but
the fuck?
That's
can
why
you
I
do?
love like real famous comedians.
Right.
Really don't give a fuck about anybody else's anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could say, "Did you hear fucking? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. I have to write this
That feels
thing.
great.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And I love that. I've been trying to adopt that into my life, but it's still a weird thing when you hear, you see somebody and you're like, oh, good.
It's because
I
they
gotta,
changed.
I gotta go to fucking Connecticut this weekend, and this cunt.
I'm in Connecticut this weekend.
Where?
Oh my god.
City Steam?
No.
Pumpernickel Pub?
I'm actually in
Chuckle
New
Hut?
York.
Big Joe Willie's?
Can I do a guest spot?
Are you selling T-shirts and wallets?
No.
Joe List wigs?
How do you lose this thing?
This is
You
just-
can't once you have it. It's
Someone
over.
else has to bomb.
Someone else has to
So
bomb.
You'll lose
so
it.
no one else has bombed since then.
We've
Since
been-
I've got this,
No,
no one else.
we've been
has
talking
bombed?
serious.
Hang on one
Yeah,
second.
this has been
Kelly
good.
is here. You're safe.
It will happen.
Sorry, Kelly.
But this
Kelly, I'm kidding. I love you, Kelly.
Comedy's like golf, right? Like we're all friends, we're all in the
Give
clubhouse.
him the bandana right now.
I like
Just give
this.
it to
Can
him.
I at least finish before I get the bandana?
It wasn't even a joke. It's
Actually,
being
I
serious.
just don't like his face.
I don't know if you know you can
It's a
gamble
great
on
face.
golf. now.
That's a pretty
Have you
good
seen
face
this
for a
face,
fat
dude?
Orny.
I mean, do you determine this, or is it who?
No, I was kidding. I was
Okay,
kidding.
because I want to hear the end of this. I love
Because it's
a
like
golf.
golf. Like we're all in the clubhouse, we're all hanging out, we
Yeah.
love it, and then fucking somebody goes out and fucking hits a hole in one and wins the fucking major, and you're like, fuck that guy. And then they put the cameras on us and like, no, congratulations, that was great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also like golf in the sense.
I didn't listen to anything you just
It's
said.
also like golf.
Let me redo it for you. This fucking guy that's coming out of the fucking podcast.
All I heard was
I am
fuck that
from
guy.
Jersey
clubhouse,
originally.
fucking and fucking thing, and we're fucking great. So there
it's
it is.
like golf in the sense that actually your score is your performance.
It's an individual sport.
It's very self-focused in the sense that, like, if you shoot a 65, if you go murder somewhere, and I go and I have a very strong set, I should walk away being happy. And if you murder, that's great. But in that sense, it is like golf. It's not like a fucking boxing match.
What do you do? What are you on? What a fucking
Here we go.
great gig
Where
do you
do
have?
you
I don't have a fucking
hang
great
on one
gig.
second. What great gig do you have that fucking just chunks your bank account up when you look at your fucking balance at an ATM? You just smile.
I open for Joe and Nick on the road, and I sell T-shirts, and I fucking crush it. I'm on a show called Crowd Goes Wild on Fox Sports 1. Fox Sports 1. It's channel 774 on Time Warner Cable. We were talking about how many fucking channels there are.
Yeah.
I'm on channel 774.
It's actually
Regis Philbin is
Can
on.
I
it.
say
Regis
something?
Philbin
Let
is
me
not on
Let
the
me
show.
ask you. Have you ever been on a fucking radio show before?
Yeah.
All right. Stop talking over people, all right? You're like the Luis Gomez, the fatter.
He's got his own
Louis
podcast.
Gomez.
I don't know if you're.
Do you really? What is it? One person on?
Lewis is so loud we had to get 2 Latinos to take his place.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Joe.
No, you don't have to raise your.
I'm only fucking with him.
I'm not Cowhead. Is it Cowhead? No, it's Man Cow. Man Cow used to.
Man Cow.
Oh,
Used
Man
to
Cow
be
was
Cowhead.
great. That was a great episode.
Are you kidding me?
Isn't that the guy that was here?
That was
That's
Cowhead.
Cowhead. Cowhead is awesome.
I love that
How
Cowhead.
can their
I
names
love
be so
Cowhead.
similar?
Cowhead's the best. I have him by me all the time.
Speaking of which, he's a Tampa guy, right?
Man Cow is a fucking asshole.
Who's Man Cow?
Exactly.
radio guy
He used to be
back in the
huge in
day.
Chicago.
He's a
You'd have
Chicago
to go
guy.
in and you'd have to raise your hand to talk.
Until podcast destroyed him.
Which is,
Yeah.
which is what you're doing right now.
feel like I-
That's his new thing,
Yeah.
though. He doesn't have.
I've been
it.
raising my hand since the 70s, and I never looked back.
Hey, you're just being polite.
I tried
Well,
to
so
be
this,
polite.
but Fox News 1, Fox
Fox
Sports,
Sports
1
1, yeah.
is actually trying to go head to head with ESPN.
Tough.
It's
ESPN
tough.
should be fucking derailed. I hate ESPN.
It's the worst.
Sorry, go
It's
ahead.
tough, it's tough. But you guys are actually what you gotta do is you tried to be so fucking different and goofy, which I get, I like, but you have to. You kind of gotta fucking do what they do and then find your own thing inside of that. You have to find your groove, as drummers say. You have to play the same beat but find your groove,
Bobby,
because
I am like, absolutely 100% agree with you. You know what sucks? I'm not an executive on the network.
Yeah.
I fucking work for them, and what they really need is a sport that someone wants to watch.
Right.
Right? Like ESPN has Monday Night Football, has all the college everything. Our network plays those little funny car races. You know, what's that called? Is it funny car, NASCAR? Like,
Yeah.
we don't even, you have to buy the rights.
Well, you guys are trying to
to good
invest in
sports.
MMA. UFC is trying to get
UFC they have, and they have World Cup and the next World Cup.
I'm sure
you
they're
know.
thrilled about you shitting on them.
I'm not shitting
No,
on
he's
them
not-
at all.
he's
I
not-
mean, we need better sports. I think they would agree with
Oh,
that.
he's very corporate.
I'm not going to shit on them.
No, I don't
They're gonna make you sell T-shirts.
I don't think. Well, I'd love to see.
Originally,
Sports One t-shirt.
Kelly's dumb accent, something she was saying, fuck sports.
Were you saying that?
Like,
No,
like you're gonna,
Australians
like,
fucking love sports.
like you were gonna.
No, she said Fox Sports.
No, like
Fox-
like
oh,
a
Fox
sport where you
Sports.
fuck somebody. 'Cause you're very handsome, and
All right, so
that was
I
almost
think
bandana worth.
I think. All right,
You're
not
right, though.
quite.
I agree
All right,
with you.
Can I just fucking
I agree
talk
with
for
you.
a
I agree with
second
you. Yes.
without fucking having to wait? I think that the not you. I was talking to Joe.
It's all good.
I don't know. I'm just fucking.
all good.
I was talking before you.
Shut up.
Well, I was. You can play
Shut
it back.
the fuck up.
From now on, everyone raises their hand.
Shut up.
You're in a real mood tonight.
I am. You know what? I am in a mood. I'm sorry. I really am. I
As soon as I
apologize.
said I sold T-shirts as a host,
you know why?
he fucking freaked.
No, because his fucking happy go fucking horse shit life. No, I'm kidding.
No.
John Fugel, listen.
yeah.
I think you're right about the Fox. I was very excited about Fox Sports 1 because I think that ESPN needs to fucking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking sick of it. But you do have MMA, which is a huge, fast growing sport,
Massive.
which is gonna be, and you have World Cup. But when is anybody gonna realize we don't give a fuck and never will about the game of the foot? We don't care about soccer.
I love it.
I disagree with you.
I am a socceraholic.
And I'll tell you
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
You know what they should do, like they do in MMA, is have guys explaining the shit more. I don't know what a fucking green, yellow card. He got kicked in the shit. I don't know what the fuck's going
It's the
on.
simplest game.
You don't know what a yellow card is?
No.
You don't?
I don't.
I bet you everybody in this room knows what a yellow card is.
Yes.
Okay.
Also-
Chris Scopo, what's a yellow card?
Yellow cards when you do a penalty in soccer.
That's because he's a
referee-
queer that
Okay,
played
next
soccer
one.
in Queens.
Also, the fucking 40% of the country is Latino from South America and New Mexico
That's
and
a
Europe.
fu-
They're
you
all
made
soccer
up that,
people.
You made up that percentage.
Not 40%, but we're like 20-something, and we're fast growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
One in-
that's for
one
sure.
issue 4.
So it's
By
going to be big.
2050, we'll be the majority, and by then, Fox
Also,
Sports
the
Yeah,
MLB
because you guys are running across the fucking border like it's nothing.
No, it's because we're
Not
fucking
These
a
guys
lot.
are not running.
We're swimming.
They're floating across.
Our mothers are rowing.
What do we
Yeah,
got?
right.
What do we read the chat room? To
I
me,
bet
my
you got
friend.
huge soccer fans in the chat room.
Hang on
I
one
bet.
second. We have anybody like chat? Anybody in the chat room? do we-
Jesus, Bobby is looking good.
Nice, dude.
I'll take it.
Somebody's jerking off to you right now.
Pizza hasn't caught up with inflation.
What?
Give him the
Can
benefit.
Can you read the
Dumb.
latest
That's
one?
kind of true,
Bobby's
though.
head
Pizza's-
is so shiny.
Not that. Read the latest
Pizza's
one.
been the
As
same.
Ari said, Joe List is a mystery. He should be bigger.
Oh, thank you, whoever
Okay.
that is.
Thank you.
That's
20
probably,
minutes ago.
They
that's
meant
probably the
like-
same guy that complimented my asshole.
They meant like physically bigger. They wish you were taller.
I just got a gym membership.
Okay, good. So that's
Did
it.
anyone
I,
say
I agree. I agree with that. That Joe is, but I believe he's gonna be.
It's
And I believe,
absolutely.
I believe a lot of you guys that are right now going, "What the fuck," and on the verge of selling a T-shirt, you're not gonna have to.
Did
I think
anyone
you-
say in the chat room I should be smaller?
No one actually knows you're here. The camera's not on you.
Has
Can I-
anyone mentioned my name?
May I interject with for Oni?
Yeah.
Someone just tweeted for you. Oni Perez is on, funny as hell. If he doesn't hold back, intends to hashtag let it go, Oni. So
All
you,
right.
got, you got one
Let
fan.
it loose, baby.
And it's
Oh.
not
Let it
K-Vazi.
All right.
I think I understand that it's one of the biggest sports, but I think that they should, for assholes like they did with MMA, by having Joe Rogan and Goldie explaining, all right, this guy's lying on top of the other guy. This is stupid. Oh, wait a minute. This guy's going to try. If he gets his leg out, he's going to. Oh, okay. I get it now.
Right, and people with passion.
And if they did that during soccer, I tried to watch a soccer game, and there's nobody going, what this is right now for the. If they did that, then I would understand. It might be easy. It might take me one game to learn how this fucking shit
You got to
works.
learn Spanish.
I believe the biggest problem with soccer is as an American growing up in this
That you
country,
can't use your hands.
every time one of those fuckers flops, when he gets breathed on wrong and he falls over and he grabs his knee, I go, fuck this sport.
Oh, come on.
Every
That's
time.
great.
And I love
silly
soccer,
as
and I
fuck.
love soccer. I love soccer.
It's
But
great. It's romance.
why can they not fix
Then I'm
this
gonna tell
problem?
you. I'm gonna tell you that you
Instant-
don't know the sport. They
Okay.
run for 45 minutes straight with no timeouts, no stopping.
Absolutely.
You're giving yourself a break, and you're giving everybody on your team a chance to get a fucking Gatorade. You just got an advantage over everybody else. You fucking touch me wrong on a soccer pitch, I'm the first one to fucking fall on the floor and act like I'm injured.
I'm
course you
saying
do,
as a
'cause you're out
fan,
of breath.
and I'm fucking exhausted.
as a fan, it's very interesting
And I get a slice of
conversation
pizza.
because in this country, every little boy and little girl plays soccer. Like everyone plays soccer growing up, but then all of a sudden we lose interest as we get older, which is
We
crazy.
play real
I
sports
support-
like football.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
football. They
Which
give
is
you-
not going to happen
they-
soon because everyone's getting concussions.
Everyone's fucking getting a
never-
concussion. Everyone's brain is fucking
Can I
bacterialized.
just say
It's fucked
something?
up.
Yeah. You know what? You shouldn't You shouldn't play contact sports. There shouldn't be kids with helmets smashing into
There
each
should
other.
not be kids with helmets. Their brains are
That is-
so fucking eroded by the time they die.
That's-
It is insane.
That's 1950s bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little kids. We know better now.
Yeah.
You don't let kids, and I don't think kids should play soccer either.
Even in soccer, they
I
don't let
don't-
kids do headers till 12 years old.
I don't let. I know a kid broke his shin.
What kind of pussies are we going to be raising?
Huh?
What kind of?
But you guys are cool
How
with
about-
MMA? All right, cool.
Yeah. I think
Jiu-jitsu, not MMA
I-
for kids.
I think jiu-jitsu, I think karate, I think certain things teaches a kid confidence, teaches a kid that he not to be bullies, teaches a kid to protect and people instead of fucking hurt people. Absolutely.
Have you ever seen soccer players' girlfriends?
Unless you're in that fucking karate school from Karate Kid, that's
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Those guys are no good. I wouldn't join them.
Does not exist.
Sweep the leg.
But I think you're absolutely right. But you will have an opportunity when the contracts are up to bid on a big major sport.
need a big sport.
Once you get a big sport, because I like what you guys are doing over there. I mean, look, this sometimes it's like, I don't want to see you're being too goofy. You're trying too hard to be a comedian. That's good that they actually got a comic on there because you have timing. You know when to let something out. Some of these guys, like the tennis player, settle down. Settle the fuck down a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't. You just make. But I get it. I understand.
They're
it.
trying, and they're
trying.
gonna get it figured out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You guys will fucking figure out your groove.
Murdoch is putting enough money into the network that he's gonna get it right, and eventually. But ESPN had a 40-year head start.
NBC Sports is another one.
NBC Sports.
That's
doing
who
a good
won
job.
all the soccer.
That's funny that
Yeah.
I love
it's
NBC
40.
Sports.
It just doesn't seem
40 fucking years ESPN.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
think about
That's my life.
ESPN2, then ESPN-U, and now fucking the 30 for 30. I mean,
There's nothing worse than staying in a fucking hotel where you got to go through 9 ESPNs to get to HBO.
Yeah.
40 years in Connecticut.
Fucking annoys me.
Bristol, Connecticut.
Unbelievable. I agree with you though. I'm glad that you guys.
It's nice that someone, I'm not kidding, has actually like looked at the network and watched it. I appreciate that very much.
Fuck
for
yeah,
sure.
I love it. I love it because it has UFC.
Yeah,
of
I watch
course,
it all the time for UFC.
But I also like it that they're trying to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just fucking dudes with ties who are who know a lot of quips. The
Yeah.
underside of the pit. Fuck off.
Yeah, ESPN is a joke. That's unwatchable to me.
It's
For now,
unwatchable, these fuckers.
Until some
Sports
major
Center
sport,
particularly.
you guys get some major sport, and they're like, I want everybody in fucking suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the assholes we have.
And they
on
got
ESPN.
broads on that network too. They got cute women.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
They got broads.
I am from
huh?
Jersey.
What are you from? The fucking 20s? They got broads on
Yeah,
those
they got-
fucking. You see that?
They got dames, I tell you.
I like you. I like you over there.
They're
What's your
showing their
name again?
ankles.
That's actually a better Norman impression than the robot thing you were doing.
Yeah, but it's not as funny. I'm Mark Norman.
funny.
Welcome to Tuesdays with Molly. Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald is here today.
This is Dan Newman.
Welcome to the Stan. Your studios are great over there.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, we had a great
Labs.
party there the other night.
Yeah, great party.
I was there for Mad Dogs, but it was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Doing
don't.
a good thing up there.
I don't feel welcome over there.
What? I invited you and you bailed.
I'm
You
kidding.
fuck.
No, I hope you know that we're busting your balls, but I really do support your show. I love your
Oh,
show.
thanks. It's
I
great.
really do. I love your show, and I'm glad that I love that you guys went from this doing podcasts, not just mine, and then you said, "Fuck it, let's do our own." And I love that there's a place that is giving you guys opportunities. I'd love to give. I wish we could rent this out or let you guys come up here anytime you want. But I love that a place did do that for you guys. So good
Forgive
for
my
you.
forgive my
I didn't say
ignorance.
fuck
Is this like your place? Is this a studio? That's
This is the Riotcast Studios. We
Okay.
run 3 shows out here.
Got it.
That's it. We really can't run Hammer Fisting, which is a MMA podcast.
The greatest MMA
The
podcast.
Glory Hole, which is the original show on the network.
Got it.
Rob, my partner. And then my show runs out of here. I mean, we would love to be able to do a show a night out of here, which
Yep.
maybe we will someday soon. But I'm glad that there's another network out there that's giving you guys opportunities.
And I didn't say fuck this. I'm still here. I still love the show.
Well-
You were like, yeah, you were here, and then you said fuck it, and then you started your own show.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
is
here,
that
I
you
love the
you're
show.
gonna have to make a choice.
I'm part of the show.
Sophie's
What are you talking
choice.
about?
Mad
Which
disloyal.
T-shirt
We're-
will you sell?
We're actually, this is your replacement right here.
He's really
shit.
good looking.
We got to talk off air. I love the show and care about it.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick so Joe has to piss, I know it.
I do.
We got, what's your name again?
Michael Costa.
Michael
Thanks,
Costa.
Bobby. Nice
We're gonna,
meeting you.
Costa with a K.
Costa with a K. Thanks,
He's
Joe.
going to go comb his hair. These 2 fatties got to eat something. So let's take a break. You guys in the chat room, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're going to do some ads when we come back. But until then, stay tuned, stay there, and we'll be right back.
Good.
Hang on, guys. Give me 1 second.
Michael McDonald.
Is it
Goddamn
me
right
you're
it is.
looking for?
Goddamn right it is.
I can see it in your eyes. Is everyone okay for beverages?
What would you like? Oh, do you want a beer?
No, I'm good,
beer in
brother.
there.
No, I'm all set.
Soda?
Give me a Coke. I have a Coke.
Those are for you.
And a Coke.
And I have plenty of aguas.
Okay.
If that one's-
I'll leave
those
that
are for
one there
you.
Bobby.
Little guy or a big guy? Coke Zero, regular Coke. What do you want?
Coke, fine. Just right, doesn't matter.
And
You're listening. We're back. This is to the
Crazy Dan Soder doing a
YKWD podcast. TheRiotcast.com.
That was
okay.
the sound of my last joke.
I've heard that sound way too many times.
Oh, shit.
Sound my opening joke.
And guys, good news. Dan Soder just came in. Hey, it's Dan Soder. I'm back. I was out making tons of money for things.
Bobby.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Here's my Joe List impression. Dude, you fucking what the fuck?
Battles and
This
Blights.
is not what Joe sounds like at all, dude.
And you got to squint.
Well, he does the blinks. I get the blinks.
You got the squints.
I get the blinks.
Gorgeous.
Joe List has the same hair as my baby.
I got great hair.
My baby has great hair.
You have
You
the
make me
second
wick-
best hair on this
You
podcast.
make me wick
I'll be
hands
honest
so it
with you.
smushes my
yeah,
hair down.
your
but it's
hair
really
is
great.
definitely he is.
I thought you meant facial hair.
No, I think Chris has got pretty solid
Yeah, I meant
hair.
second
Yeah,
as
he
in
meant
me.
him.
That's me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
You guys haven't even
Oh,
noticed
no,
my
that's-
head.
That's
Yeah, but-
Your head
That's
is good.
really good hair.
This is like Spanish anchor hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
He's
really
got the
good.
Desi Arnaz.
I think okay. We can say I have the worst hair, but I think I'm eliminated out of it.
That's-
think
yeah.
Oni's fucking.
It's the worst hair by default.
It's
It's good hair. It's a bad haircut.
Only
You
did
know
you
what I
have?
mean?
Did you used to have breast cancer?
Do you know the back of his hair?
Why one of my tits
You
is
know
flat?
you know that gray-haired, short-haired bitch in
Ellen
Walking
DeGeneres?
Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carol? Yeah, Carol. You have the same hair as Carol.
My daughter.
The back of your hair, it doesn't connect to your head.
No, I
I just saw that.
You know what I mean? You have wig head.
is that what they call?
Yeah, it's when you can go underneath and I can't see the connection.
This is called I did that myself.
Really?
Did
Yeah.
you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, times are tough.
I'm
Times
waiting
are
for the
tougher
day
than
that
you
you
think.
go, I'm a woman. I think
How
that
do you-
day's coming.
So is my girlfriend.
How do you cut your hair? Back like how do you you do that yourself?
Yeah,
Tell me
absolutely.
Floby.
how. Is it Floby or is it
No,
is
it's,
it a buzz? Scissors? What?
He does it
It's-
without a mirror, apparently.
Yeah.
Clippers and a mirror, and you fucking get in
You
there.
have a hot Asian girlfriend. She can't help you out.
No,
She's
too
the hot
small.
Asian girlfriend does his manicure and pedis.
She manscapes me.
Maddie Petty.
Mani pedi.
She does my taint.
Does she
It's
really?
tough cutting your own hair.
Of course.
What do
No,
you
I
mean?
don't. I don't have.
My girl
I
actually.
don't have a taint.
My girl. What?
He has a vagina.
My girl waxed, because my girl was a esthetician. She did, waxings and stuff
Right.
like that. She waxed my asshole.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? It was terrible. It was I was literally the worst pain I've ever felt. And the worst part was not just the pain, is her face when she was looking in my asshole. It was just.
Every man should have that done. No, I haven't had that done, but I would do that. I
I'll
would
do
have
it.
my
I'll
asshole.
do it for you.
Yeah,
Can we
do it
on?
for me. Let's do it
I'll
on the air. Let's do it on the air.
I would fucking wax your
Can-
asshole in a second.
Can we just wipe this table down here and I'll pop?
Why
up
wipe
there?
it down?
Yeah.
Just lie over it.
I feel like every man should. I mean, if they're doing it, I think if they're doing it, we should at least have it done once. You know
But
what I
that
mean?
rationale, you have to blow somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's, I had
I
my
think we should
nose.
do that too.
Again?
No.
Not that my girlfriend ever blows me. Am I right, boys?
Yeah,
These women.
yeah.
Oh.
That's what you should do after you.
These broads.
I had my asshole waxed, my ass cheeks waxed, and I had my nose, my inside of my nose waxed.
What?
How
Inside
does
of your
that happen?
nose?
How does that happen?
They put wax. They put wax inside your nose. Then they put a little popsicle stick or a coffee stir in there. They squeeze your nose, let it dry a little bit, and then they just pull like a popsicle. So it's like a hairy.
How much does that
popsicle.
hurt?
It fucking hurt.
crazy.
But
The nose is super.
and then
sensitive.
I had my ears done because my wife, I had a hair growing out of an ear once, and she plucked it, and then that turned into a 2, and then now I'm a fucking hobbit.
Was this all the same day?
What?
All these waxings?
No.
Oh, geez.
You're supposed to have nose hairs though, because that keeps out all the bad stuff.
Who told you that?
Everybody.
That's
Penn
science.
from Penn and Teller.
Everybody's
Fucking Australian
I think they're there
country.
for a reason. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. We
It's
evolved
to
these
keep
things.
out bacteria and bugs and all
How do
that
you
stuff.
know about evolution?
He was there.
You still have the same face as the original guy
I'm
on
the
the
future.
evolutionary chart.
I'm the future of man. We slowly become women. This is the
You
end.
slowly become women and don't need the use of knives or forks.
Exactly.
Pretty lady you are.
No more sex. We make babies inside.
Why are
Like
you
a-
talking like an Indian?
I'm like a
Why are you talking?
Filling in for soda.
I'm like a fat frog. Very sexual.
So I'm moving into my house on Sunday. I'm officially,
You mean our house?
huh? I lived in New York City in Hell's Kitchen on 47th and 9th for 12 years. I lived in Hell's Kitchen.
Dope area.
I loved it. And then when we had the baby, I was going to live in New York for another 2 years. You know, he doesn't need to. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can have a baby, and when he's not going to school or anything or whatever like that. So I got home that night with the kid, and I got into a fight with a homeless guy, and almost went to serious blows. Like someone was going to go to the hospital and someone was going to get arrested. Like that type of screaming at each other.
That your baby was born.
Yeah, the night he was born, the day after. He was born at night. The next night when we took him home, the first night he was home at the house. Yeah, I was out with the dogs. I'm exhausted. My whole life flipped the fuck over.
Yeah.
And, oh, geez, hang on. This is Rich Voss.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Tell me you got me on the...
Rich, you're on the You Know What Dude podcast. We're live right now. What's up?
Oh, you're doing your podcast.
That's what thanks for repeating what I just said. Yes.
You're right, and I repeated it because I really didn't know what to say. And when someone doesn't know what to say, they repeat the question.
Apparently they fucking do it twice. What are you talking about?
Who's doing your podcast right now? What?
We have Oni Perez. Do you know him?
Yes, I know Oni.
I can't wait to hear Bobby try to say my name.
I've worked with him many times.
We have what's your name again?
Alexis Guerreros.
Alexis, this girl, Alexis Guerrero. We have Mike Rampapart. What's your name?
Mike Rampapart.
Mike Costas.
Mike Costas from Fox Sports
Costa.
1.
It doesn't fucking matter at this point. I mean, no one's Googling me.
I'm Googling you. We have Mike Costa. We have Joe List. We have Kelly Festuca and Chris Scopo.
This is a who's who of nobody. Holy Jesus. I guess a lot of people are out of town this weekend, huh?
How do you feel about MCs selling T-shirts at a show?
You know what? Here's the thing, and we disagree on this. I don't care who sells because I feel MCs.
I figured that would happen.
That's a bummer. He's going to go on for about 11 minutes. That's going to be a long time.
When Rich Voss goes, here's the thing, you hang up. Because it's going to be a long fucking stupid thing.
He's calling back, by the way.
Is he
Oh,
calling?
he already
Hey, we
figured
got
it out.
disconnected. I don't know what happened.
You didn't let me finish my thing on features.
Should I answer it or not?
Yeah, I wanted to hear him fucking defend.
Defend us.
Can defend.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you, jackass. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean you hang up on me. Okay. You know what? You're a creep. And you're a mean person. Really? MCs and middles can't sell anything? Of course they're going to sell T-shirts because they don't have enough time to have a CD. And if they do have a CD, it would be horrible. So all they do is write some dumb joke, throw it on their T-shirt, and try to make a couple extra bucks because the clubs aren't giving them shit. Okay? So, listen, everybody, we're all in survival mode right now.
No.
Okay?
No, we're not. Actually,
Thank you, Rich Voss. Thank you.
I'm doing good. Mark Russo's doing. What's your name?
It's Michael Rappaport.
Rappaport Mackerel is doing good. Oni
Struggling.
Joe List is doing good. Chris.
Oh, wait. Joe List, Oni, they're doing good relative towards what other middles are doing. Okay, they're not. Listen, they're not doing good. You're doing good. You own a house. You have a family. Okay, you're doing well. You have a car. You might have a car. I don't know if you have a car.
I do have two.
I would hope so. Okay, so you have cars. All right. So yeah, you're doing well, and it took you a long time to get to where you're at. All right, but there's people looking at you going, "Ugh, what a horrible fucking career he has." So you know what? Don't act like you're on top of the world, you fucking asshole. You let those people sell. You know why?
Okay. All right, Voss. If I agree with you, I'm gonna let them sell. They can do whatever they want. I'm just gonna go in and do my shows. I agree with you. Can I hang up on you?
No. Let me finish.
Oh,
no. Listen.
Literally, everybody's on their phone right now.
I'm texting Rich.
What do you mean? No, because if the audience.
Do you think Rich could talk on the phone and read a text at the same time? You're out of your mind.
The audience is going to buy whose stuff they want. If those guys make an extra $100 a weekend, it means $100 to them means so much to me. It's nothing. I'll drop $100 on a pair of sneakers I won't even wear. Okay? Look at my last tweet. I'm tweeting out $500 pair of sneaker pictures. I don't even wear them. I just take them out of my closet and look at them.
I've been shoe shopping with him. He's a big buddy.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
$100 to them, you know, whatever. I don't know.
That's because I'm texting him.
I'm getting a lot of texters right now.
A text?
Really
What are they called?
out.
Texas? It's not a. It's not a state, you idiot. What?
What's that?
Did you call it Texas?
I gotta call you. I gotta talk to you tomorrow about radio.
Okay, buddy.
Well, they asked me to do Ron and Fez at fucking 3:10 on Thursday.
You should do that.
Yeah, but I might have to go to Connecticut.
Doesn't matter. You should do Ron and Fez and then go to Connecticut.
What if I do O&A and then I'm out at O&A at 10:30? What do I do between 10:30
You can meet Tootie.
and 3:10?
I don't know, dude. We'll talk about it off the air. This is the most boring thing I've. Literally, you're a fucking showstopper.
Shut up, stupid. You're the one who answered my call, okay?
So we should acknowledge that Bobby thinks showstopper is an insult.
Oh, done.
Hear the sneakers.
It is a fucking insult when you stop a show in its tracks.
By the way, I love Rich is like, I gotta go. I'm getting a bunch of texts, all from me.
He just got excited. Maybe the business was beckoning. Maybe they saw my movie. They loved it. Women are funny. Bonnie left me because the movie killed. I can't wait for that. I hope the movie is just amazing and they win an Oscar. And then we just see
She
her
gives
not
him the old guy code.
Yeah, she.
I've seen it.
The guy code jinx.
I've seen it. It's great.
It is great.
It's really good.
What else are you gonna say? You're a woman.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking my language.
What were we talking about before he actually?
You got a
Tits.
place. You got
No.
a you got
You got a house.
place.
You almost got
Oh.
a fight.
House, you're moving this weekend.
Do you are you married?
I'm not married.
Do you
no.
have a
I live
girlfriend?
with my girlfriend here in the city. Yeah.
You do. You live
Yeah.
in Manhattan.
Yes.
Where do you live?
I live.
What's the exact street address? We want to come over.
What's your social security number?
I'm at 22nd and 8th.
22nd and 8th.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
Chelsea.
That's Chelsea.
So
yeah.
you're making some money over at Fox.
Well, we shoot at Chelsea Piers, and I moved here in like 2 weeks and had no fucking clue where to live, and so I went close to the Piers. I probably would pick somewhere else at this point, but
right.
Why are you homophobic?
No, I love gay people. Yeah, I love gay people.
What's
Come
he
on,
gonna
guys, you
say?
couldn't
He's
back
on a
me up on
fucking.
that?
He's on a network. What's he gonna
Well,
say?
you know what's funny is it's all gay. I mean, it's gay everywhere, and
That's
New
true.
York City's gay.
This
like
fucking podcast is gay.
I was in West
we have
Hollywood.
we have
before.
a dick
It's gay.
bottle opener right over there.
It's all
Chris
gays.
is actually. We've actually we hung out on
Kissed?
22nd and 8th.
You
We've
guys
kissed
made out?
before. We kissed.
yeah.
once
You kissed
before.
Chris?
We kissed Chris. No,
Why?
I didn't kiss
Bullshit,
Chris. No, I
man.
did
That's
not kiss
fucking.
Chris.
That's so bullshit.
Tongue?
No tongue. No. What I was gonna say was carpooled, but you guys all jumped in with kissed. So we
I don't know
actually
if
just
you
carpooled.
know. I don't know if you know the show, but there's a lot of kissing and feet
kissing.
rubbing
Is
and
there? Okay.
dildo sucking.
I moved, and now it's like we're moving in Sunday into this house. And
Where is it? Where's the house?
It's up in Westchester.
Amazing.
It's, like it's 30 minutes away. It's very quick and easy to get to the city, but it's very it's just weird. It's a fucking there's nothing wrong. I love it.
Are you gonna lose your edge as a comedian because now you're in a
No.
fucking house in Westchester,
No.
Bobby?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Where's the struggle, Bobby? Huh? I mean, where's the fucking struggle? Living
Get-
in a house
here-
in
here's what you do.
Westchester?
The mortgage.
Get-
I am so happy for you, but I don't think that living in a house in Westchester is going to make you a weaker comic. If anything, it shows that the hard
See,
work.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think
Really?
You're gonna be a weak human
What?
and comedian.
Just in general.
You're gonna be thin and weak.
I mean, you're going against what you're saying. This is awesome. This is an achievement.
What
and
did
it's
I say?
You're saying that the struggle and the
You
the-
don't. Let
the-
me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You think the environment, me changing, is going to remove my struggle? Me living in what? You don't think I'm fucking screaming cunt out the window? You don't think I went from nose
That's
to
my point.
I went
That's
from
my point.
I went from nose to nose.
Yeah.
Fuck yous to pantomiming through a fucking windshield. You motherfucking cunt. I'm the same asshole
Exactly. You're the same motivated
Yeah.
and inspired as you are up there in a house with
Yeah.
a fucking yard and a baby than you were on Hell's Kitchen grinding out life. And
my
Right.
biggest
that's,
nightmare. Right
That's my
there.
point. in
Yeah,
my opinion.
but what's that point from?
Well, you were saying that it's got to be a struggle to make you the best and be the greatest every day.
But it still is a struggle.
Right.
I think it is. I think it still is a struggle.
It's not a I can't speak on behalf of you financially, but it's not for a place to sleep in. I mean, you got a home. That's awesome.
Yeah, but no. You still have
Of course,
It doesn't
of course.
Listen, if you have $1 million home, you're still having $1 million problems. It's
Absolutely.
all relative to what you look at. What
It's all the niggas in the struggle. It's all good, baby,
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter.
think I'm the only one qualified to
live
say
in this.
that.
I'm sorry.
I live in the city, or I live up there, or I have $1 million home, or a fucking I'm renting a shithole $500 apartment. It's still.
But it's also
the
a national
struggle's still
touring
the same.
headliner already. I think is what the point you were making earlier is you've already achieved headliner status.
I have, but I still have to fucking struggle.
Oh no,
because
you do.
there's
You gotta work
somebody
now.
somebody just came in and sold out 4 shows. And I'm not selling out 4 shows. So I have to work harder.
I'll have you on my podcast.
I'll do it. That'll change it all.
I really would.
Beef
I'll
up
start
those
a
numbers
podcast.
a little bit.
I think the struggle, I really do. I think you're in a struggle. Look at what you're in. You're in a fucking...
Urine.
You're in a
No, I
fucking...
pissed myself. I'm actually sitting in urine right now. I agree. We all.
Can you
we
tie
all
that
are.
knot tighter?
Your legs couldn't be wider.
I know, you are
Jesus.
lanky.
Dude,
What the fuck?
I fucking
Why do you sit like that?
Chairs
You look like
are
you're-
important to me. I'm a tall dude.
You look
and
like you're crowning.
It's a tough chair.
I can see the
Tough
baby.
chair right now.
Crowning.
How'd you feel about moving to because that's my biggest fear. Like my wife is talking about having kids, and I'm like, oh, what are you
Dude,
talking about?
having a kid or getting my wife was the best thing I ever did for me because it made me. I had to deal with my reality. You understand? Now I have comedy. Things are more serious now. I have a responsibility to a child.
Sure.
I have to take this. I can't fuck off anymore. I have to.
Yeah, you had him as a man. You know, when you have him as a fucking 18-year-old kid like I did, then you get past that.
Right.
You know,
You get past the real
You're happy
quick.
to be a fuck off.
Yeah.
no, you're just
wanna
happy
leave.
to not like fuck up.
I love
just,
like,
like,
Mike's
kill him or
mischievous
anything, you know?
smile that when he smashes somebody, he goes hee hee hee.
There's a sparkle in it.
You had a kid when you were 18.
I had a kid at 18 and a kid at 20.
Wow.
Same mom. I mean, married.
Latino, what do you expect? Come
Yeah,
on.
it's true.
No, his
Yeah.
same mom. That's rare for a
Yeah, that's
And married.
Kelly, that's
Yeah,
a
and
little
just
racist.
2 kids.
Good Catholics. Yeah.
Should have 9.
Dude, I avoided putting it in anybody at any cost as a teenager. I wanted to get the fuck
Oh,
out
you
of there.
avoided it?
They avoided
Yeah.
me.
That was a good,
How
that was a
old
good
are-
one, and nothing got for
That was very
one.
good.
I was a good-looking dude when I was thinner.
How
You're a
old?
good-looking dude now.
How old are you now?
Especially next to
I'm
Oni.
turning 33 this year. I've been married. I'll be married for 8 years this
Look,
year.
man, having a kid to me was amazing for my comedy. You know what I mean? I actually, it just was great for me. And moving out of the city is great for me too. I'm still fucked up. I still have the same anxieties. I'm still flipping out every fucking day about everything. But it didn't matter where the fuck I am. That was my whole point. It doesn't matter where I go. It's what I put down on paper or what I say on stage or how many things I'm trying to create. You know what I mean? Look at this fucking this podcast. This was nothing. This was me with Rich Voss at a cafe in Montreal with an iPhone. Now it's a fucking show. I mean, you know what I mean? It's something that I do every week that I have a responsibility to, and we have fans, and it's helping my shows. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's very important to me. Things became more important to me and serious to me, but in a good way, not in a fucked up way. For me, I'm not saying you should have a kid. But having a kid, it doesn't matter if you have a kid, if you move, if you fucking live in a shithole. If you live with your parents, it doesn't fucking matter. Funny's funny, and you can be as funny as you want to be, I think. And I'm not there, dude. I get jealous. I watched Joe's fucking Access TV. I was like, oh my God, that's so great. I love it.
It was all new.
It inspires me.
I didn't like it.
Barely worked it out ever.
Just because I didn't like it.
All off the top.
I loved it. It was great. Is it that even everybody's like, oh, I get inspired by Louis or I don't. That shit inspires me. It's like, holy shit, Joe's really funny. This cocksucker's on my heels. He's on my heels.
This cocksucker's a nut criminal.
So,
I'd like to just throw in Goodfellas reference for the 4 people that tweet at me on Tuesday. It feels good.
well, you have 100 million people listening, so I don't know.
I'm talking about your podcast, you dum-dum. You don't have 100 million. You got like 20,000 or some shit.
I know. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Anyways.
Guys, if you ever hear a quick little silence on the show, it's because Bobby's looking at his phone.
I'm on my phone. Will you stop fucking saying that,
Bobby,
you fucking piece of shit?
Do you think
I'm looking at the chat room.
Yeah,
I'm
and
doing.
Joe, I go away from the camera so no one sees, and then you gotta fucking
Yeah,
blow
we-
it up.
It all gets quiet and weird.
Well, hey, how about this? How about say something meaningful?
I did say something
Take
meaningful.
something over the fucking show. You always gotta pull the curtain back, you cunt.
Anytime I try to take over, you're like, it's your fucking show. You just host from now on, which I did once, and it was quite a hit, I have to say. So, Michael, how'd you get so handsome?
Bobby, do you think it helps having a kid because most of the audience is, most Americans, most people that are at a comedy club probably have a child? I mean, you can relate more to your audience.
I feel like Kosta's auditioning for a Tonight Show right now. He's
I don't
making
like
a
these
reel.
questions.
Is it too straight of a question?
I don't think so. I think for me, for the person I am, for my fucked upness, you understand?
Sure.
My shit is always. I've been off, with my addictions. I've been doing this to get my addictions. I've been doing this for accolades. I've been doing this for fame. I've been doing this to get pussy. I've been doing this to feel good. You know what I mean? I think that's the wrong reasons to do it. That can get you so far. That can get you a career. That can go for a long time. But there will be a point, I think, that will end. And you'll be something that I didn't want to be. I'm trying to... Now it actually became like, oh, shit, I want to become good. Good enough to be able to... This is a job. And be able to sit down at a desk and make money for my family creatively with things that I come up with, which I see other people do. And I always... Look, I've always had the ability just to go up and kind of crush or be funny at least, which I think is... went against me, could go against you. I mean, we can look at guys from Boston that are killers. That
headliners don't want to take you or don't want you to open, or
what do you mean?
Is that what you're saying? It hinders
just because you rely on
no, because you look at guys that are less funny maybe 5 years ago are more funny now or know how to create more. You know what I mean? I have to really work hard. I have a learning disability. I don't know how to spell. I don't know grammar. I didn't go to school. So I have all this shit
that's
going.
All obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's hard when a cute dude says it.
I like it.
Bobby, he giggled a little bit and got blushed.
I just because he does that stupid little fucking smirk when he says mean shit.
And he's also wearing these socks. Can we show his socks?
Yeah, sure. I mean, these just polka dots.
It's hard to take.
By the way,
shit
you're
from a dude
wearing
in those
Reebok
socks.
pumps right now, which is fucking sick. I love what you're wearing right now. This is like turned into like a women's shoe.
But
I know exactly.
I think that it for me it put thing in perspective. For me, some guys it doesn't. I don't know, but whatever your thing is. But for me, it did. I like it.
That's how you started, just going up and crushing, like just off the top.
I was funny, yeah. I mean, we're all kind of funny. We all kind of came up in that Boston era where everybody was getting stage time. You didn't get stage time if you weren't funny in Boston. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like your confidence was kind of built in. I'm hanging out with the guys I was hanging out with. You went up and just were funny. Did
any of them make it?
Yeah, who out of your crop, Bobby, did really well?
But but for me, you look at certain guys that look. Patrice was just a gifted guy. He never had a notepad. I never saw him with a fucking.
He must have written. He didn't write. He didn't sit and write.
He didn't do mics.
Notebooks. I never saw him with a pen.
That's amazing.
He'd never go, hey man, can I use? Never. He went on. He would quit until he had something to say, and then he'd come and say it, and he'd remember it, and that's just was his jokes. Now, I never saw him with a pen and paper. He used to. If I had a piece of paper downstairs or at a club, he'd rip it up and throw it away. You know what I mean? It's funny. But then you look at Billy. I remember Billy when we lived together. He'd be on his computer writing jokes for fucking hours. I didn't get that. I never got that. Like writing down thoughts and blah, blah, blah. I mean, but, it's...
it is a process. I know guys that do that. And
I never saw Dane with a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Dane just goes up and does shit, and then once it works, he has it, and it's in there.
I would forget it. I don't know. Maybe if it really is that good, you don't forget it, but... Right. I have to write shit down. I'll move closer to the microphone. Sorry, everybody. I kind of fell asleep.
I stopped using that notebook because I would bring it on and then I would forget the bit because I had the safety net of I have it written down here.
Right.
I just stopped writing everything and then just memorized it all.
It's been such a weird path for me to learn to write jokes because I grew up in Newark and I was this. I was like the fat kid. So if I wasn't the funny kid, I was just the slow fat kid who got his ass kicked by all the black kids. So for me, I was like, I had to be the funny guy. So when I first got on stage, it was just me being funny, and everyone was like, why don't you write some of this shit down and like structure it? And that was the hardest thing for me to learn. It was like I guess I had a learning disability in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know who's the best is Quinn. He's just I had this joke that I've been doing now about that I just said to him on the fucking phone, and he goes, "If you don't do that on stage, I'll never talk to you again." And he's done that so many times where you're like, you're right, and then you go and do it, and you're like, oh my god, that's a great joke, and it just kills.
But it happens a lot the other way. I've had him a million times be like, "Bro, that's the funniest thing." I can't do impressions. He's like, "That's the funniest thing. You got to do that on stage," and then I do. It's just zero, and they hate me. And he always wants everyone to do a one-man show thing. He's like, that's so personal, it's good. I'm like, there's no punchline. He's like, it doesn't matter. But do it. But and I'm up there just saying things. But I'm just like, yeah, guys, I have herpes, and it makes me sad.
But here's the thing: is I'm learning.
That's good though.
That's the name of your one-man show.
Yeah. That's a good T-shirt.
I have herpes, and it makes me
sad.
Learning.
I'm learning. Like I noticed something about my sets on the weekends. Like I'll go and I'll come on. I'll do an hour. And I will kill. People will come up to me like, dude, you were funny the whole time. Like, apparently people aren't funny the whole... No, but I step on the gas. And I realize that I don't need to step on the gas the whole... I can actually step out and maybe do a joke or slow down a little bit and do a joke that my bomb... I'm so scared because I'm not famous or I'm not selling out 19 shows. I get so scared that I think I need to just fucking annihilate.
It's a lost art. I was talking with Nick about this, DePaulo, and he just did a new special that he's shopping around yet. It's not out yet, but I got a nice sneak preview, and it's amazing. He's at Acme, and he's destroying for an hour, which I feel like is a bit of a lost art. I mean, he's just fucking murdering.
Guys are doing...
The place is going ape shit for like 60 minutes.
How does a one-liner do an hour? I've always thought about that. I've never seen anyone do an hour that's a one-liner. How do they do that?
I like Todd Barry.
Yeah, but Todd Barry is like slow and pacey. You know what I mean? How does someone who just
I saw Stephen Wright. I saw
Stephen
him
Wright pulls it off.
Hedberg too. It's all personality with a lot of these guys. So to be their personality, they can kind of draw you, and they'll take breaks and talk a little bit.
Wasn't
Hedberg ever really did an hour?
No, his CD was 28 minutes.
Yeah, he did short time. It seemed like.
Yeah, and I know guys. Wright did it, I'll show up too, and they'll be like, "You're doing an hour?" Yeah, because most guys do 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Most headliners on the road will do 45 minutes, and I'm the fuck out. And I never even like acknowledge that. Like I was like, I got to do an hour. That's a fucking headliner. An hour and fucking kill it.
Right.
But I think there's like I did the other night. I'll bring my phone out and I have bits on my notes. And I did, but I knew like stuff's gonna bomb, and there's something about that bomb that I think is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that joke could also develop into something better.
No, this joke isn't. I've done this joke four times, and my wife was like, "It stinks." And my wife, she's a good barometer. She'll be like, she's
No, she's good. She is. She'll tell me too. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
What? That was not okay?
That was not okay? Why don't you go back to crossing your legs?
What happened to corporate seat over here?
What if I literally just snapped and
fucking killed me?
Does Fox Sports want you with a smiley face down your neck?
Is that a bomb?
That was a bandana word.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bomb. I think it was wordy.
I think you just lost steam.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't funny. We can all agree on that. So you know what? Untie that and give it to Fatty. Don't eat it, though.
Oh, okay. Bobby, I feel like your disgust at that, it was so fucking hurtful that you felt bad. You were just staring at him like, what?
I don't have
and
to
then
say
you felt bad that you were like, it wasn't really a bomb. It was fine, but
maybe I don't know what a smiley face is.
I don't know what the fuck you're still talking about.
It's very Newark.
It's when they cut you from ear to ear.
Yeah.
I mean, is anybody in this room a headliner?
Yes, Bobby. Yes.
Are you a headliner?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't have to say it with a
comfy
attitude.
No, it's okay. It just it's okay.
I've just never seen you coming up at I've never seen you at a club.
No, of course. We have never met.
Right.
I mean, that's evident with you calling me Maddie and Michael Rappaport and no.
Your name is Michael
Kosta. Kosta. There we go.
With a K.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, who got the assist there? Who whispered that?
Your name is Michael Kosta from Fox Sports 1.
That's correct.
Okay,
sure.
news.
Sure. Not news.
No, Fox Sports 1.
Yeah.
I know who you are. Okay, Miguel?
Anytime you don't, just look at me and go, line.
Bobby, I'll be headlining Go Bananas in Cincinnati.
That's
and
awesome.
Then,
That
but
place
are
Steam after that and Stress Factory after that.
is that how you? Are you a headliner before you booked this gig?
Yeah. So I'm a stand-up comic, and I got this gig. But
you're very good looking.
Thank you very much. But I've toured. Yeah,
I'm not
headline
kidding.
across the country, and
Okay.
are you playing? When are you playing Go Bananas?
April 24th to the 27th, I'll be recording my new album, my second album. I was headlining on that first album as well.
Right.
13 years ago.
Thanks for asking.
13 years ago.
It's
a funny question.
Sit in that.
It's a funny question. Are you a headliner?
That fucking zero.
Because everyone can headline. I mean, what does that mean? And also, a year from now, someone that's opening for me, I could be opening for. Like, it doesn't, it can change very quickly in this. But what does that mean? Are you a headliner?
I don't know if that should happen.
It maybe shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't.
But
You got to sell those T-shirts, man. Get out there. Come on.
I don't know.
But what does that mean to you? Are you a headliner?
I don't think that does happen though. If you're a headliner, you're not where. I don't think that's ever happened. That's not true.
Dan Soder middled for me last year.
Once you're a headliner, but once you're you're
I'm not even joking.
You're a feature act becoming a headliner. Okay, when you're headlining the clubs and everybody knows you, you'll be that guy. I don't think you go back to being a feature. Maybe on a grander scale for like maybe somebody who like a Louis or if Nick is doing a big theater and he wants you to feature for him. But if you're doing a headline, if you're going around the country as a headliner at the Improvs or the Funny Bones or the Side Splitters or the all the other clubs in the country, the great clubs that I fucking love.
Zanies.
But see, you know what I mean? I think that you don't go back to featuring.
You're not going back to featuring.
No, I don't think so. You can't.
You cannot. You can't afford to.
I don't think you could. I think you'd rather take a shittier headline spot at the other club than to feature for a guy that was your feature. I think that'd be the wrong move. So I disagree with you.
Yeah, the only time I saw it was when Bill Burr.
But I still think you're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Bill Burr, oh God, I can't even talk. Did Carnegie Hall, and he had like Verzi and DeRosa who had already been headlining because it was like Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, but that's
you know
different.
What I mean?
That's
it's a big
different.
deal.
That's exactly the scenario I'm talking. That's different.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that Burr's ever going to fucking just because DeRosa becomes a headliner. Burr's never going to middle for him.
No, I know, but
You know what I mean? Maybe Keith Robinson would. God damn it! I got a middle for the Rosa.
You bother me.
Yeah, you check out the Rosa. I don't know. I didn't know you were. I didn't mean to be insulting.
No, you weren't. I wasn't insulted. But what is
sounded insulted.
What does that mean to say someone is a headliner? It's always like I always find it interesting. Like, what do you write on your taxes? Do you write comedian? Like, do you do taxes? No, I'm not asking you per se. I assume you would write, but I'm saying I always find it interesting. In L.A., which I've had more experience with than New York, everyone fucking. I know people. People are everyone fucking says they're a comedian.
Why you can't?
It's hilarious to me.
You cannot. You can't hate L.A. if you're gonna be in the fucking business.
It's hilarious.
You can't. You can't hate L.A.
Well, there's too much hate. There's way too much hate on LA, which makes me laugh because I find that it can really benefit. It could really benefit a lot of people. But the thing I was going to say was
yes.
Everyone fucking tells you they're a comedian, right? And then I go, "Oh, you're a comic? Like, when's your next show?" And they're like, "I'm at the Comedy Store in 6 weeks." And it's like that. You're not a comedian. You don't. But that infuriates me because there's too many people working too hard, pushing too hard, grind to like. Every night going up. That's
people do that here too. No, literally here in this room.
I believe my Facebook status says work at comedian.
Work at comedian.
Works at comedian.
I think it should be work harder at comedian.
I work very hard, Bobby. I will say that.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
Every night, man.
Right. Well, whatever.
Let's get real.
You want to take my joke and make it into a fucking real thing?
No, you know what? Because I felt like there was hate in there.
No, there wasn't.
I felt like you were LAing me.
I'm not.
Ugh. LA. Ugh.
fucking
sunshine, tacos. Ugh.
Now that you're doing your show though, you're not doing stand up.
I'm on the road. The first 7 months, I wasn't on the road because I couldn't be. But now I get certain Fridays off, and I go on the road and I do stuff.
Do you do theaters now? Or
I don't do theaters. I do not do theaters.
What are you doing? Clubs?
I'm doing clubs. Like next week, 2 weeks, I'm doing the Des Moines Funny Bone. Last week, I did the Arlington Draft House in D.C. I'm doing
what a great
awesome
club.
place. Awesome.
Isn't that a
it's
great
actually in Arlington?
It's so fun.
It's unfun. I love that. It's such a weird with the it looks like somebody just fucking. You're doing a show at Staples.
It's very weird. The first time I did it, Jackass 3 was out, and they were playing it after me. So the marquee said Michael Kosta Jackass.
Yeah.
That's what the fucking marquee said.
Great.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Somebody spelled your name right.
I know. I couldn't believe it.
That's an Instagram moment right there.
You should tell that joke to kids. You get a bigger response. Yeah, that's cool. So all right. Well, I mean, but nobody else. I think a headliner to me is somebody that does an hour of funny shit, and that's how you pay your bills.
Yeah.
I think.
What do you do in a club to ask you to do 45 minutes, or don't they? Because sometimes
they don't, because I'll say have him do 4 and have him do that does blow me away when a club will go, hey, we got to cut your time, and it's like, okay, are they still doing 25 and 10? Yeah, no. He'll do 8,
sure,
and he'll do fucking 17,
right?
And I'm gonna do a fucking hour because you paid me. That's why I don't get the check spot. The check spot blows me away.
Yeah,
it's like you paid me a lot of money to come out here. You flew me here. You put me up in a nice hotel, okay? And you're gonna literally drop all the checks in the whole place at the same time. Right in the fucking pinnacle of my set. I've been building and building and building, and I'm getting up to I'm going to go fucking in 10 minutes. I'm going to go good night. And you drop the checks, and everybody just goes fucking starts doing math. It's like, I don't get it.
What do they drop it at? Right at your 45?
They drop it usually at 45 minutes or 50 minutes if I have 10 minutes left.
Oh,
that's where they'll drop it, and it's like, I don't think you don't need to drop the fucking check. You just let people pay at the end and then give them a stamp receipt, and if they don't have one, they don't leave.
It's the worst. It's the check spot is the fucking worst. But I usually get it like 25 minutes. I mean, I get it early.
Because you have 30 minutes of material.
That's it. I don't even have 30. I have 10. But I'd be up.
But you got to sell T-shirts.
You got to sell
T-shirts. You got to do that
right.
joke at the end,
which
is
8 minutes of merch, pressing the merch.
That's what kills me too, is when they do the last joke and it's the T-shirt, and they roll it out at the end. And I'm selling the T-shirt right here.
Man,
flags aren't funny.
I know some great dudes that do that.
I fucking hate it.
Really?
I do. You stink.
There's one big time headliner that still does that.
Hey.
Who?
Jake Johansson. He still does that. And he has a great bit about the joke. And he's the T-shirt. I know, but it's Jake.
Yeah, whatever. Listen,
One of the
here's
best
a
ever.
Here's the
He's
deal.
so nice.
I saw a guy at Dangerfield's run off
I love
stage.
all
He's
of
the
them.
headliner. Run off stage, and immediately start yelling $10 DVDs, and that action broke my heart.
Is he a headliner?
Yeah.
It doesn't. If you're the headliner, I'm fine with it. I'm talking about the middle guy. Here's what bugs me about it. Ready? I want to get back to this for a second. I told this guy this too. I said, dude, you're selling these T-shirts. I let guys sell T-shirts now. If I'm not selling anything, sell whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. It's your fucking. Just don't stand in front of me.
Right. That's the thing I was going to ask you. Put them away.
Thank people for. Hey, thanks for coming to my show. Nobody knew you were here. You could not show up, and I'll do your time, and everybody would still be fine. Stand next to me at least. Don't stand in front of me and fucking make like it was your.
Their hands out first.
Ugh. But anyways, I was like, you got people. I did this amazing club, Comedy on State.
Yeah, in Madison.
Oh, Wisconsin, yeah.
Place is crazy, man.
Fucking God.
If you can't have a good set there, you should. It's an amazing place.
What a great place. What a great people.
Family that run that thing. The sisters and the dad, Gus.
I almost felt like I was being set up like some prank show.
It's one of my favorite clubs to email and not get emails back from.
The two girls that run it are gorgeous. The mom is gorgeous. The father's cool as shit.
First name Kosta. They call him Gus. First name Kosta.
Yeah.
Look at that. Booyah.
That's
that's my last name.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There we go.
No, but I think unbelievable place. But the guy who was middling he'd go up, he'd get everybody into this joke. He's killing, and all of a sudden he'd have to stop to do a sales pitch.
Yeah.
I go, how about this? Do the joke, And at the end, say goodnight. Thank you so much. And guys, by the way, I'm selling my T-shirt. If you guys want to come grab one, $10 out front. I'll be saying hi with Robert after the show. You stopped your fucking act. You did a commercial. Imagine if they did that in a movie.
Or a podcast?
I was on that. Fuck.
But you didn't. Okay, so don't take credit where it wasn't.
I respect.
We would never know if you were really going to do it. You could just be saying that. And Joe did, and you stepped on his fucking good one.
My apologies to everyone.
But he didn't raise his hand.
But
I only raise him for points.
I was going to say that too.
But he really would stop his act just to get into this fucking sales pitch. It's like, I don't get what you're doing. I'm sitting there watching you, enjoying your set, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is he doing? Wait a minute, what? Before I go, fuck you. Just keep going, and then say goodnight. Why are you stopping and give me this shit and holding up the dumb shirt? And the shirt wasn't even a joke. It was
just a shirt. It was just a shirt.
Yeah, it was just selling. He was selling
the Hanes medium blue.
Some white tees.
Got pants.
I'm never gonna win this fucking argument with a bunch of fucking.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not even arguing with you, bud.
You know what? You've been arguing with me since you sat down.
Yeah.
You've been trying to be the alpha male. You've been trying to be the top of this relationship since you walked in. You tall fucking glass of water.
The only thing that I will argue with you, and this is, and maybe a comic of your generation who's further along and more experienced than I am, without question, is I find older comics.
Whoa,
older than me.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 34. I'm 34.
Oh my God!
I
really?
find they don't always recognize that different paths for different comics exist.
Right.
Are you saying because generational?
I think there was one path possibly. I don't know, but this is just an observation. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But it's so much fucking different now.
Yeah.
It's so much fucking different.
Maybe you're right.
And I don't know. I don't know. It's just a thought. That's
Look
just
at
a thought.
Michael Costas.
Yeah,
Costa?
singular. This is it's been hilarious. Hey, Chris, do me a favor. Next time you tell me to come, maybe you can just make sure that's maybe someone knows my name. No, I don't just give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Michael.
Yes,
Michael. I maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe you know what?
Maybe I'm wrong.
And maybe it's Maybelline.
All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. You guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I love it. You guys are great. You guys are all. This is an interesting, fun podcast. I hope you fucking wackos watching live enjoyed it. Read the chat room before we go. Any good stuff?
Joe is a middle in America, but if he moved to Canada, main event headliner.
Dude, you should totally not move to Canada. Just go fucking anyways.
Can you read it not like a fucking prisoner trying to learn how to read? You fucking
Spot's first walk.
dopey fucking good-haired fucking queer.
He'd not do good.
Good looking too as well.
Come on, just
a lot of comedians have a gap where they aren't as funny as other parts of their act. I don't know what that meant. That's really
like a hole in the show.
Get off your phone.
Sorry.
Some guy big
Joe, get off your phone.
Bizarro Jerry
I don't
says.
fucking like when you're on your
great
phone.
show.
Have some respect for the fucking phone.
Up.
Doesn't matter. I wouldn't get on a phone on your dumb show.
You wouldn't do my dumb show. You canceled the day before.
Oh. That's because I had to.
I know.
Well, isn't that always the case?
Go ahead. Anything else?
I
was very excited.
I was
very excited about doing Joe's show.
PSU 98, the guy who told me to come up, said he just donated to the show. He never donates to anything.
That's awesome.
I hate people that do something nice and then they got to let us know that I never do
exactly.
it. Nice. Let's just do it.
Hey, by the way, Haiti didn't get any of this fucking money.
Yeah. Right.
Huh?
Haiti didn't get any of this money.
That was a pearl.
That's good.
That was a
really
pearl.
good.
I know.
Don't let
really
Bobby
good.
not hearing it fucking take you down.
Wait,
that was a fucking great line.
Let me get this off my fucking thing.
Why didn't you laugh?
Because I don't laugh because I'm fucking hardened and bitter. I thought that was great.
But do you have to be hardened and bitter to make it?
I'm not making it.
Yes, because you're going to be miserable. Good for you, Joe. You know.
I wish I had
It's a
your career,
fucking great
and you
joke.
said I'm not making it.
It's a great joke.
Nah, maybe it was Oni's fault. I don't think he enunciated properly. He just kind of mumbled.
That guy that tweeted me, he told me to go off, but I didn't. I'm sorry, dude.
You did fine, dude. I thought you were fantastic.
The only thing that's
Oni.
bothering me is my haircut. I'm still fucking
Turn
going
around,
crazy.
It's bothering us. We're looking at it.
I can't see it.
Fucking dyke.
Why do you call me by what my mom calls me?
But you know what?
I hate your choices in hair.
You've hated all my choices in hair.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I show up here with the long hair. He hated it. I had the
know.
ponytail.
I
I did
think-
look better with the long hair, though.
I think you should shave your head completely.
I think I was more castable. Why? You want me to be like your little brother with cancer? Guys, it's been a great podcast.
Oni, what do you got?
I got a new website. Check me out, Oni Perez Comedy, and at Oni Perez on Twitter.
Okay, great.
Thanks, man.
You can follow me on Twitter at NotAlexis, NOTALXIS.
What is that?
Because Alexis Guerreros is too long.
Right?
Oh,
So
is
I went
it?
with at NotAlexis. And you can check out my podcast, Show Me Your Bits.
I want to check it out. I'll come on. I'd love to come on.
I would love to
After
have
I
you
do Joe's.
Nice.
Are you coming down for the show next week?
I'm not sure. Am I scheduled for that?
Tuesday.
I most likely am. I enjoyed the
Yeah,
fuck out of the
Dave's-
first one.
Well,
great.
we're doing Rich Voss's live show next week.
I'm most
Well,
likely
it happened
am.
last week by the time this comes out.
Oh yeah, sorry. So,
But-
all right, we'll
Yeah.
see.
But if you
All
do
right.
his podcast, she'll take a photo. She takes this really great black and white
Oh, you-
photo.
Yeah,
What
my
you-
wife's the photographer.
I know, man. Your
Yeah.
wife is amazing.
great
What's
photos.
what's her website? Plug her.
D Shoots.
He did plug her.
DEE Shoots. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
I still got a fucking glass bottle.
Thanks for
next
the
to
act
me.
out on that, Orny.
Yeah.
Thanks
All
for
the
the
way
act
to
out.
the end, guys.
Yeah.
I know,
At least
we're-
he said I did it.
He's
Everybody-
Cuban. He'll cut you.
Yeah. But he's also Cuban, so I gotta let it go.
Okay.
right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
D Shoot. She's a great photographer. She's
Unfucking
a-
believable. Could she do my headshots?
Oh, she would love to.
Really?
Yeah.
For nothing?
She'll do them for free for you.
I don't like paying. I don't like paying
How
photographers.
about this? Because we have a studio in the apartment.
Yeah.
And we
There we
live
go.
right by Stand Up New York.
Yeah.
We live across the street.
Yeah.
So do his crappy podcast. Come over, do my great podcast, and then
Look
she'll
at
take headshot photos.
Jesus, that sounds like I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
That's a form of payment.
You kind of are.
I will
Here's
figure it out.
500. We'll never
Mike
do that.
Costa.
At Michael Costa, Kosta. Thanks very much for having me. I heard
Dude.
a lot. I've just moved to the city. I heard so much about you and the podcast. So I want to thank you for having me on. I want to thank Chris for inviting me to come.
Dude, it
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
All three of you motherfuckers. Thanks for coming on. You guys were great. Joe?
Hi, Bob. I'll be headlining City Steam in Hartford April 4th and 5th. I'll be
Right.
headlining Go Bananas in Cincinnati the 24th to the 26th. It's going to be my new album. And, boy, I really need this one to be a big humdinger. So come
gonna-
on out, for
we're
God's
gonna,
sakes.
We're going to plug the shit out of your album.
Yeah.
Because, somebody
That's the
said
only
it.
hope I have left.
No, it isn't, dude. But you really fucking are just amazing, Joe. I saw your Access Live and I was like, holy! I called you,
Oh, thanks.
unfucking believable. And
Agreed, man.
I love it. I love watching you guys fucking kill it. I love it. Even though I hope you don't surpass me. That would fucking kill me.
Joe
but-
List is top 5 in the city.
I have to fucking
Yeah.
feature for
Guys.
Joe List, and he doesn't let me sell my fucking shit.
I feel like George Bailey. Rich Voss, by the way, texted, fuck, because I told him he's ruining the momentum of the show. And he said, fuck momentum, I'm for the working class. Vote Voss, not Kelly. Also, this is just a fucking podcast. And then he wrote, thanks for the compliment.
Can I
wrote
give
that
him
he
the
was-
bandana for that?
I wrote that he was first class.
Festuca, what do you got?
Just go to my website, kellyfastuka.com, and make sure you follow the podcast Facebook, YKWD Podcast, on Facebook and Twitter for all the videos, because we've got the full videos coming out every Friday now.
This whole show we're videotaping. Scopo's producing it, and he's doing a great job. And we were going to put him on. We put him on YouTube every Friday, so you can sit there and watch it. If you got nothing to do, you can check him out live on the. And it's like a TV show. It's not just one shot. We have Scopo switching camera angles and all that shit. So, and that's from you guys, the fans donating. All this camera, all this equipment, everything's from you guys. You guys are amazing. Scopo, what do you got?
I got nothing really great. Just follow me on Twitter. And then,
Can you fucking lie?
He
for
has
us?
the charisma of a doorknob. I
that
got
was a good
nothing.
one.
I don't know.
I'm in the city just trying to get better. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll
there
come
you
out.
go.
Say that. Say
There you
that.
go.
Go on.
No fucking t-shirts, no fucking bracelets. I'm in the city trying to get better. Tonight he comes to the table. I go sit down. He goes, no, I'm not sitting at the comedy table at the cellar. I don't deserve it. That's a fucking comic and a man.
And a
I
great-
respect that.
great
Mike
t-shirt.
fucking Costa.
Yeah. He got it right, you guys. Yes. Awesome. I love it.
You
Thank
should have been outside of the cellar.
What do check it out. What do I got?
Coming from a guy with 0 credits.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go now.
Let's go.
All right. The 28th and 29th, Bobby will be at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Fun.
The 2nd
Ah,
through the
sounds
9th, you're going to be at Just for Laughs, Toronto, Canada.
I'm way the fuck up there in Toronto. I love Just for Laughs. I love their tours, and I love Suzanne. I love Zoe and Robbie that they put me on these. It's going to be a great tour. It's based out of Toronto, but we're going all over that area. So it's not just Toronto, but you can go to justforlaughs.com and check out where we're going to be. And I'm also doing the Cowhead roast with me, Norton. I think Florentine's going to be there. That's I believe on the 9th. So I'm
The 10th.
on the 10th.
10th.
I'm popping out of the Toronto thing. Is it the 10th?
Yeah, it says April 10th right here.
Okay, so I'm popping out of there to go down to Tampa, and then I'm bopping back up there. I think, right? Something like that?
No, you're done there.
I don't know. We're figuring it out.
And then the 18th, you
Wilbur
come back
Theater,
home.
you
Wilbur
cocksuckers. Yeah, so make sure you guys go to robertkellylive.com for all my dates. Get my award-winning app. My award is right here somewhere. I think there's a hat on it. My award-winning app. All my dates are on there. The podcast is on there. Go to riotcast.com. Check out all the amazing shows. We have the best shows out there. Not as good as Stand Up Labs, but we're trying. And
one more dig.
Dig.
It's not a dig. That was a compliment.
All right.
I don't know what you guys are fucking doing, but there's a compliment.
You just gave him another 20,000 listeners.
Yeah, right. You're out of your mind. But thank you for listening. Thank you for donating, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, dude.